actually easier just when you hold up your phone to watch it, right?
Fantastic. That was
But that's crazy.
Fantastic. They will never know.
That's crazy though that it's happened.
Just go past it. Don't even worry. Don't even bring it back
Don't
up.
even worry about
This
it.
mystery that the audience will never know.
It's all right.
It's wild though.
We'll put a clip
Oh God. Of what? Like proof?
of what we were just talking about before the
did.
show started.
No, we'd be.
Anyway.
The hack. We'll release the hack so everybody knows how
There
to
we
beat
go.
it.
That's funny. Real quick, are you guys excited for Deadpool and Wolverine?
I am. Oh shit.
What? What?
Whoa,
What?
I am.
I have
There's
to
no
work
know.
it. It's gonna be horrible.
What?
What?
The fuck,
We're
Chris?
talking about the
Did
movie
you-
though, not
I
the
know,
fucking.
but I have to work while we're showing the movie. It's gonna be horrible for me.
But this is where the business comes in.
Yes,
That's
but
what
doesn't
pays your
mean we don't all
paycheck.
hate it.
Oh, I'm.
Oh my
As people
God,
who work at
Chris.
a movie theater, we hate it.
No, you serious?
What?
Well, we enjoy
you-
the movie, but we hate
Okay.
having to do all this
Having to
work
deal with all
around
the
it.
people.
I'd rather be
You hate
busy.
getting paid money to do it.
I'd rather be busy than not. I mean, I've gone to the movie theaters and I was the only person going.
Yeah.
Did they ever actually make the
Popcorn
bucket with the
Chris?
ass?
Oh, the popcorn bucket? No.
You said with the ass? I thought that
No,
was the
the
game
one with the-
controller.
The ass or the game
Oh,
The
the
game
controllers
controllers, yeah.
for the Ataris.
Yeah, no, we have the Wolverine buckets.
Is it the face and the mouth?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
How much are they, Chris? Do you know?
I don't know.
You don't know. Are they pretty
Snag
big?
one for your family.
I want both of them.
I think there's only the Wolverine.
So
Just
right, so far we have the Beetlejuice one. No,
it's
not
not
the
Beetlejuice. It's the Blue Beetle.
The Blue Beetle one.
Well, that's
Did you guys
mine.
See the Blue
Oh,
Beetle?
yeah, I've seen the
Oh,
Blue
that's
Beetle.
yours. I thought it was mine.
No.
Okay.
Who paid for it?
I bought it.
I thought I paid you
This
for
time.
No, you
it.
didn't.
I thought I took you to dinner for it.
You didn't.
All right. Mark, which one do you have?
I don't have it.
I thought we buy the.
No, we didn't get the Dune one.
Oh, we didn't, did we? Well, we just talked.
I can
about
order one.
The last one that I got was the collectible one from Avengers Endgame. That's like the last one that I had.
Oh, I have that
Ooh.
one too.
Yeah, the
That's
silver
the one
tin one.
that's embossed.
Yeah,
The guys are embossed on around
all those
it.
bosses on it. Yeah,
Dope.
And is the value going through the roof?
of course not.
It's
Collectors?
all-
It's a
you know-
collector's item.
It's you know what it's doing? It's holding a bunch of wires and tools and shit in my garage.
Well, eventually movie theaters will close down, and
I don't
it
want.
might
No,
be
I
with
don't.
something.
I hope
Man,
not. I
you know
love the
what?
movie theater experience.
know, but,
and I
I
can't
mean,
have it shut down. That'd be the
all the
worst.
streaming services and everything nowadays.
No, I think
I mean-
I think we're getting I think we're getting a flip. You know, everybody was obviously doing it because of COVID. You know, everyone had to stay home. But right now, there's just such poor quality in streaming that I feel like people are flooding back
There-
to the theaters.
The poor quality is still bad. I mean,
Yeah, I mean a lot
Is
of
it really?
a lot of bad projects. Just
Nah.
especially coming from both Star Wars and Marvel.
Okay, easy.
It
easy
is.
there, easy E.
Were you not? You had that. You said that a minute ago. You said, "Have you seen?"
I
the
said it was
Acolyte?"
I didn't say it was bad. And I didn't say it was on a roll
Anyway, are
of
you guys
bad
excited
stuff.
for the movie to come out?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
super excited.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm so
excited.
ready. Are you ready for it?
I love Deadpool.
Do you?
That's probably
Big-
one of my favorite movies.
Big
All of 'em.
Deadpool fans?
Yeah.
Turn this
Big Ryan Reynolds fan, really.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since
Ryan-
when the proposal?
He was actually pretty good in the proposal. I mean, he's been good in every single movie I think he's been
But
in.
the-
Van Wilder days?
Oh,
But
yeah.
does he play?
Yeah,
That was
those-
But
awesome.
does he play that same character? Does it feel like he's the smart ass
Oh,
guy?
He's
Like,
always the
his
smart
personality
I
is
think
his
that's
character
him.
half the time.
That's just him, right?
Yeah.
It's gotta be him.
Ever since 2000, what is it? The movie Waiting with him and the
Oh,
kid
yes.
from Dodgeball and Jeepers
yeah,
Creepers.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like he's always just been that dude. Like
I think the only movie where he hasn't played someone like that was Free Guy.
even then, I mean,
Sure.
he's very like
Oh, man,
reference
I'm
based.
so behind in these Ryan Reynolds movies.
Yeah, man.
I think it all stems from Van Wilder, though. That was even
Was that before Waiting?
Yeah.
Was it?
Was he
Yeah.
a waiter in that one?
No,
Or was
he
it
was
like
like-
some, there
he
was
was in
one
college.
called
like
Waiter though, right?
No, he's a
fifth or
waiter in-
sixth year college
That was like
student
8
who
or
just had,
9.
like,
Sorry, in Waiting, he is a waiter at like an
Oh,
Applebee's.
Waiting,
Like,
that
but
one.
in Van Wilder,
he's a college student that's just hanging out and having fun.
it's a branch of the National Lampoons.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Coolidge.
That's a good one.
And then
Yeah,
what about the one where he was with Mark Ruffalo as his dad, where he goes back in time, or no, he goes.
Oh, the Adam Project.
Oh, the Adam
that
Project.
was a Netflix original. I never saw it. I heard it was all right.
It's pretty. It's all right. There's some really good moments in there. He's like a time traveler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That has the kid who's basically a young Ryan Reynolds, right? This up
Oh,
and coming
yeah.
kid who's
They
just
said-
like
yeah.
Ryan.
Does he always get cast as like Ryan Reynolds?
I don't know, but he's
He's
just
gonna
like
be the
Ryan.
next. He's gonna be the next Ryan Reynolds.
How are you going to talk down on recent projects and
excuse me.
you haven't seen a gigantic recent project on a streaming service?
That's not recent. That was like
Maybe a year ago.
no. And the Adam Project that was like 3-4 years ago.
Hey, we're supposed to be talking about Deadpool.
Well, we got Ryan Reynolds.
I know.
okay.
Anyway, sorry.
What about Deadpool, Dad? What are you excited?
I'm excited
for?
about it
What
because
about it?
I think I've watched the other two again just to get my brain going because I forget a lot of this shit.
But are you caught up on the situation,
But
though?
what about the
Yeah,
other guy?
I am. Let's talk about it.
Like, you
real
know
quick.
what the TVA is.
Yeah. Have you
yeah.
seen Loki on
Yeah,
Disney?
from Loki. Yeah, all the guys
So
that
you've
carry
seen both
those
seasons
the
of
magic
Loki?
wands.
No, okay.
They
So
shock
have you
people with
seen
them.
both seasons of Loki?
Yeah.
From that description, it doesn't sound like you've seen both seasons of Loki.
Loki was really hard to
Comprehend.
absorb. I mean, it was just
Yeah, it's a
that was
lot.
all over the place, right?
It was
But
great.
for me. It was.
Loki season 2 was
Phenomenal.
probably the best
It was good.
season of
Yeah.
Marvel TV I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
I think
The question is he going to make an appearance?
I don't. Maybe like some
I think in the future,
real
maybe.
Yeah.
bear passing.
What do you mean in the
No, the
future?
Mandalorian was
reference.
pretty good.
That's what I said, in a long time. A long time.
first two seasons.
With it being
the third one
double,
dropped
he
off.
may be able to make a reference to it, but
I think he'll
probably-
pop up maybe next Avengers. Like, not right now, but they're tying the pieces to bring it all together later.
So have you guys checked out the spoiler alerts?
No.
I'm one of those. Of course, like I'm still waiting for the Darth Vader movie that's coming out.
Stop looking at these
Is
fake.
this another fake trailer
trailers.
that you watched?
Darth
It was
Vader.
good though. I saw it. Yeah, it's called
It's
called Vader.
Episode 1 through 3. What do you mean?
It's called Vader, and it's the story of Vader, and it's pretty awesome. But
4 through
these guys keep
6, and then
these
at
guys-
the end of 3.
These guys keep telling me that. Why am I having trouble hearing myself? But these guys keep saying that it's
Who's these
Fake-
guys?
fake news. These guys
Oh,
right
okay.
here.
We're these guys. Okay.
I will
Yeah.
because at a certain point I'll show him and he shows you and I've watched a lot of movies where I recognize different clips of different movies
No,
placed
that's-
inside of
I
a
do
that the
same
lighting
thing.
is different in,
Yeah.
in 5 different
And then-
sections
and then
of
you-
30
and then
seconds.
I'll see a clip and I'll be like, "Ooh, I could have swore I saw this clip in another movie." Right?
And
Anyway,
like-
so like Mark Ruffalo, is he going to be in this? Mike or Mark? Mark. Ruffalo.
Mark.
The Hulk. He's gonna make a special appearance, right?
The world is waiting to see if Taylor Swift makes a special appearance.
It's the question is either him or Ryan Reynolds' wife. I don't remember her name.
Blake Lively?
Blake Lively. There you go. Yeah.
They keep saying
Either
it might
one
be
of-
Taylor Swift. I don't know
But,
why.
Why would
but
it be
neither
Taylor?
one of them will take their mask off. I don't think she'll take the mask off.
There were a lot of photos of
Them on
I
Travis.
think they're all friends.
They're all friends.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shit, they were all here.
They're at the Super Bowl
They're at the
together.
Super Bowl and
Yeah,
the
yeah,
playoff
yeah.
games and whatnot.
Yeah. So
Mark Ruffalo
Which-
and Taylor Swift.
No, Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan
Blake
Reynolds.
Lively.
Move past Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah.
Why did you Ruffalo's not coming up.
yeah, get off Shutter Island.
Anyway, speaking of Deadpool, no, this I don't want. I don't put it that. I'm not gonna put it that way. Mark, how's the new bike coming along?
Ah, that's great.
Yeah, congratulations.
What? That was dark.
I know that was real dark. Speaking, I know that's why I said.
Did you say
I'm sorry, I
speaking of
did not- I did
Deadpool?
not mean
How's
to
the
go-
new bike?
I guess that is.
Oh my
huh?
Well, I said that
God.
because Deadpool rides a bike.
No, that's
No.
Logan.
When?
Logan.
Oh,
that's
no, I was
Wolverine.
thinking Logan.
That's Wolverine.
Logan rides a bike.
Wolverine.
That's right. And so does. Who did you say?
Ghost Rider.
Yes.
Nicolas
Oh, does he make an
Cage.
appearance in Deadpool?
Who,
Who
knows?
Possibly.
Who
He
knows?
could.
Nicolas
Oh.
Cage. Yeah.
I heard Superman makes an appearance.
Oh my God.
I'm talking
They've
about.
got like a Sabretooth, though, from the first X-Men.
Oh,
They've
nice.
got...
but I'm talking about.
They have all the original bad guys. I'm pretty sure.
I'm talking about the guy who played Superman.
Christopher Reeve.
No. That's fucked up.
Oh.
The later,
Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
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 I'm hearing he's making an appearance in this one.
Nah, that's Superman though.
Not Superman.
Some new character for the Marvel.
I don't know about that.
No, but my new bike's
Anyway.
great. No, it's cool. I've been taking it out. I've only had it for literally a couple days. So I'm literally just doing small increments of getting farther and farther away.
So you took it for a little ride with the
Uh-huh.
day you received it,
Yep.
and you were a little frustrated, and you took it the next day. How did you feel?
That a little better. I mean, I got onto one of the main streets, cars coming at me. So
Jesus, are you serious? They were coming at you?
from the other direction.
Oh, I thought like literally, were you guys playing chicken?
No. I do need to get insurance though, because I need to call.
You don't have insurance on it.
Oh, we need to think about that. How many people, have insurance on motor? Shit, people don't have insurance driving cars.
Yeah, but I think
But
it's a
your
lot different.
likeliness to die on a motorcycle is way higher.
I know.
Yeah.
That's true.
So I just need to make it's a call. I mean, I just haven't made a call.
Have you made the mistake of stopping while facing uphill?
Why?
Yeah, I did that on.
Like driving stick and having to grab that clutch when you're just learning uphill?
And it'll die?
Oh my God, yeah.
Well, shit, that happens to
Fuck
my
that
blue
up.
truck. My blue truck out there. And it's standard. I just
Actually-
drive it and it dies. It dies when I'm backing up. It dies when I'm making a turn.
I actually did that in someone's driveway. I went to go show someone the bike who's been helping me through the whole process, and he has a little bit of an incline driveway, and I got stuck. I was like, I was like fucking with it. I was like,
You didn't-
fuck.
Yeah,
You didn't play it off. You
You
didn't play it off like just kick the kickstand and take the key out and walk around like you meant to do that.
I've
Like
thought
half of it was in the street, half of
I was like my back end, like as I'm rolling down, I kind of got stuck in a position where like I hit like right on the curb and like
Right at the
there's
bottom.
Yeah, and like cars are coming both ways, and I'm over here just like just trying to waddle it out.
Oh, yeah, you start on your tippy toes and you're kind of trying to push it up.
Nah, I was on my tippy toes on a different bike, but not this bike.
You know what?
This bike's
I'm gonna
heavy.
learn how to ride it, Mark, and I'll teach you how to ride it.
I'll teach you how to ride it, man.
Excuse me?
We can start a club.
You know what? Speaking
A
of
club
ride,
where we all share one
Yeah,
bike.
we used to do that. Well, I did that with all my cars with you guys. So
Well,
We all share cars, why can't we share
I thought you were
bikes?
gonna say your dirt.
my dad's bike,
No, your little dirt bike or your little
big wheel.
No, man, your
my
motor.
tricycle.
No, your motor. What did you call it? Go kart.
Oh!
Yeah, all your cousins shared your go kart,
I know. Yeah.
and they wouldn't let you ride it.
Yeah, especially our guest dad. He was the one who would take my go kart away from me when they would come visit, and I wouldn't get to drive it anymore.
That's what happens when you're the oldest, right?
That's true. Yeah, he was the oldest. So before we start, I need to ask you guys: do you guys remember your 21st birthday?
Yeah.
You guys, let's real quick. Let's go around the room because Chris, I want you to listen to this, okay? Because Christian here, Chris Noich, will be turning 21 in the next month or so, right?
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, Jose, what do you recall what you did on your first birthday? First birthday.
I don't think he remembers that.
I don't know about that one. I think we did a fancy dinner. I think we went out to a bar with some friends, and then that's where the night ended.
Now, were you like?
The last thing you remember?
That's That's where the memories end.
I was like,
Kept going, but the memories cut off right there at the highest point. You know, they peaked, and then I got home.
Did you do one of those 21 drinks or whatever?
No, I didn't do 21 shots.
That.
Then you would have literally became 21 Savage if you would have. Nothing.
He had that pre-planned.
yeah.
He was waiting to say that.
You could have became 21 Pilots.
Okay. Sorry about that. What about you, Mark?
We went to a comedy event, and then we just went to the bar after.
Oh, that's right. We went to
It was an improv.
like an improv show.
Yeah, that was fun.
You weren't in there, right? You just went to watch.
we just went to go watch.
Did
yeah.
you? Did you? Did
Yeah,
you ever
yeah.
participate in any of those?
Yeah, I
You
did. I did. I've gone up to those, but they're fun and all, but they're actually surprisingly political.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think an improv group should be political, but they are. They're a very political group.
So, Chris, here's one of the good things about it. Yeah, it's just another birthday, but it's an opportunity for people to celebrate you hitting a big milestone in your life. Where, like, the alcohol is not really the end goal of it, but it's one of the last barriers that you have in the adult world that people can say you can't do something, and then after this point, you can if you want. You can make that own fucking choice if you want.
Yeah, but you realize I'm not going to.
No, but
No,
at that
he's
point
not
you
saying
can.
that.
But that's why people. I mean, yes, some people drink too much when they go out. But even just the hey, I want to go buy a beer just to buy a beer, or you can go buy something just to put it in your dad's refrigerator. But it's one of the last barriers that they can't tell you can't do anything except cheap
Why
car
would I waste my
insurance
money on
and
getting them beer?
You know
being
what,
a
Chris? If you're
If you're
president.
not gonna get a beer, buy a gun. Is that 20? Is that 21?
That's 18.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
They do want to raise the age
Man.
They want to raise the age?
to 21.
Not in my America.
What about you, David? You remember your 21st birthday?
I mean, no, not really. But I mean, I
You
remember.
remember? Okay. Do you remember how it started?
Yeah, I was with Josh, my cousin,
Yeah.
Bias, Aaron, Ruben, my brother, Ashley, my wife now.
Yeah.
Remember being at, I think we were at my sister's duplex, just hanging out.
Uh-huh.
Just started drinking. And then we went down to, I don't remember if it was like, I think it might have been Brookside or something.
Okay.
And then I remember, get kicked out of a bar. I got kicked out of a bar.
Did you really?
I do remember that.
You threw up, probably.
Yeah.
Yep.
I wasn't feeling too good. But then
Right.
I remember going back to Josh and Joe McCall's house and just having a good time. And then that's pretty much all I remember, honestly.
Cousins were gonna let you that day go without you getting drunk.
No, and good thing about turning 21, like he said, it's a great milestone, and honestly, that's like one of the last times that I've been together with all of them at one time.
Really?
You know what I mean? So besides like my grandma's funeral and,
Yeah.
and stuff like that, but
It's
for
a happy reason. to
yeah,
get
for a
together,
good
you know?
circumstance. That was
For
one of
sure.
the last times we were all together, and now we're just kind of all scattered because like Aaron and
everybody's
Jewel are in Florida now, and everybody's kind of got their own thing. You know how it is when you have
Yeah.
a lot of family and you guys get
Exactly.
older. But that was one of the great things about my 21st birthday because I was one of the last of us to turn 21. So
Okay.
just in our little group with
And
my
so
cousins.
you're 34 now,
I'm
right?
34 now. Yes.
Dang. So they're all like 40.
Yeah.
Getting close to 40.
They're all 36 and up. So.
Yeah. Dang.
So
Well,
yeah,
that's cool.
But
Well, Chris,
it was a great time.
yeah, no, that's cool. What bar was that you got kicked out of?
I don't
Let's
even
throw a shout
remember,
out at that.
honestly, but I don't really remember. Ashley would know, but I'm not really good on remembering names of bars and stuff like that. I just
Which is it's a good thing.
I
I
just
guess.
remember where I'm at.
Yeah. No, that's cool.
Where were you?
Where was I?
He's
Can you
told-
think that far?
This story was this is
You
a
had two
story
I tell you
kids.
what.
episode.
Yeah, I did talk about, but I'll make it quick. It was on a Monday. It was on a Monday night because we went to this bar named Lynn Dickey's, which this guy was a quarterback back in the day. I think he was from here, but he was a quarterback for the Green Bay Packers. But he had his bar in Westport. It was actually, this bar was right across the street from Caddy Corner from where the America's Pub was. I don't even know. If, dang, I'm
That's
talking.
not there anymore.
That's
Yeah,
gone
dude,
too.
everything that used to be
Lynn
there
Dickey's,
ain't
Lynn Dickey's
there.
is gone. And what?
What's she saying?
What?
I said you were gonna make it quick, but you
I'm
had to
sorry.
give us all
I know.
the
I'm
details.
sorry.
Oh, I thought
So-
you remembered the place.
No. So I remember watching the football game, and then we drank a lot with a bunch of coworkers. Got hammered. I remember they carried me out, and then I ended up staying the night with a buddy. Went to work the next day. Hammered as hell. Just hungover. It was a Tuesday, and yeah, I was hungover. So yeah, that's all I remember. That's all. What about you?
I do not remember.
I do not
Because
remember.
he was totally hammered.
At least she's
Yeah.
honest.
Remember? It would have been that same area.
So, Chris, I don't know if you listened to any of those stories that we just told.
I was.
Okay.
Just remember, he went to work the next day.
Yeah.
And got paid to be there. And got paid to be there.
Yeah. Anyway.
Well.
Right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Big Modcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Big Modcast.
Can I get some applause? Put it forward. See, now you got me like Jack. I said Jack. You got me like John asking for applause, and you're sitting right here. Do I need to control the board?
Keep going.
I am your host, Big Mod, Mario Garcia. This is my co-host, Marcos, running the board, and finally back after a few weeks from vacation.
And we'll see how long that lasts.
Okay.
I
Well,
still
welcome
haven't changed
back.
my schedule for this.
Welcome back, Chris. I appreciate you being here. And on the couch with us today, of course, as always, Jose, our EP. And sitting next to him is Sandy. Hi, Sandy. Welcome to the show. And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our guest, my nephew, David Garcia. Ooh, nice. David, do you have a middle name?
Gordon.
Gordon.
Yep.
After Flash Gordon.
No.
No?
My grandpa Gordon. On
Oh,
my
really?
my mom's side.
He was Flash Gordon.
Yeah.
He was a quick guy.
maybe.
Oh, really? That's cool. So you
Gordon.
BGG. Wait.
BGG.
DFGG.
Where'd you get the F?
Flash!
Flash.
Ended.
Yep. How we doing this evening?
I'm doing great.
Yep.
Just got off work not too long ago, and actually had baseball tryouts last night. So
You
kinda,
still playing? Shit,
No,
good
not
for
for
you.
me. But
Oh.
for Cruz,
Oh, okay.
14-year-old. So just finishing that. Still going through some stuff. I'm still coaching. So
Okay, so you said he had tryouts.
Yes.
Is he trying out for? Who's he trying out for?
He actually plays for me, but so I have a team called the Kansas City Monarchs, and some of these kids I've coached since they were 7. I used to actually coach with Strike Zone,
Okay.
but I kind of got out of the organization stuff with Strike Zone BC and stuff like that, just to kind of do my own thing and give the kids opportunities to learn the game of baseball and for parents not to have to pay those prices.
Yeah.
Because I know some of them can get out of the hand. Not saying that some of those aren't good places to play, but
Yeah.
just give kids opportunities. But yeah, so been coaching 7 years now. I love it, and yeah, we are having tryouts for. We're actually going to have a 15U showcase team, and showcase ball is like for kids that want to go on and play college baseball. So they'll get to play showcase tournaments and play in front of scouts and
what
stuff
age
like that.
group is this?
It's going to be 15. They're going to be freshmen. Most of them are going to be freshmen. I'm going to have a couple sophomores on my team next year, but most of them will be freshmen. They'll be the class of 2028.
Okay, what high school do these kids will be
they're-
attending?
There's a couple from
Yeah.
like Shawnee Mission Northwest. They're all over.
Yeah.
Olathe, Mill Valley, because Cruz will go to Mill Valley.
Okay.
So, but there's a couple of his friends play with me as well, so they'll go to Mill Valley too. But yeah, that school's insane. Honestly, it's come a long
Mill
ways.
Valley's been are they still football powerhouse?
Oh yeah, I think they've won 5 state championships in a row.
Dang.
Yeah, and they've won like 8 out of the last 10 years, I believe. I'm pretty sure, but yeah, it's
even
insane.
back when your sister was going to school there, right?
Oh yeah, they were good,
good.
when Jess went there, and then yeah, it's been a ride.
What,
Yeah,
what
no,
division are they though? Are they up at 6?
It's weird how it works because Mill Valley's 6A in a lot of sports, but they're 5A in football.
Yeah.
So it I don't know how that works. It's like numbers and stuff like that. I'm not.
I mean, nothing against them, but I know like Miesh has gone through that where they play like better competition, but when it comes to like the state championship, they go down or something. They do something kind of crazy. Like, dang, what just happened to playing all the top ones and then you drop down one? Like,
Yeah.
what was that?
Yeah, I mean they play 6A league and stuff, and they compete and stuff like that. They play against Gardner.
Yeah.
And I think Aquinas is actually 4A now, so I think they're 4A with Miesh. So
I just saw this on something. I don't remember where, but it said the best schools or the best football teams in different states, and Gardner was the one for Kansas. I swear to God,
Gardner's phenomenal.
I just thought that was really interesting. I'm like, wow, in all of Kansas, like
They have
no other parts of Kansas.
The last 3 years they have been phenomenal. Like Mill Valley has been good, and they put a whooping on Mill Valley last year. They beat them by like 38 or 40 points or something like that.
Man.
Like yeah, because I don't know if you remember Bubba Starling. He went to Gardner.
Mm-hmm.
He got drafted by the Royals.
Yeah. We
That's-
actually talked about him. I think it was last episode.
I think so.
Yeah.
That's when they started getting really good, because towns like that, they start blowing up, housing, everything, just kind of like up north, like Liberty North, like a powerhouse as well.
Are they?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Because then there's Liberty, and then there's Liberty North now. So just kind of like Blue Valley area. When I was a kid, I just remember like 2 Blue Valley schools, and now there's like 6 of them or
Yeah.
something like that. I think maybe 5.
Every
but
direction, north,
yeah.
south, east, west. Yeah.
Northwest, and yeah. So, but yeah, coaching kids is awesome. Like it's nice to have a good impact on the kids and just teach them. I'm big on work ethic with the kids,
Yeah.
like because that's something you can translate into life, and that's something
Yeah.
That's something like every coach that I've ever had, especially my dad.
Yeah.
It's been work hard at whatever it is you do. Like no matter what it is you do, just give it everything you got. So I mean, it translates into anything you do in life, and that's why I try to approach with my 15U team is just give it everything you have. I mean, some kids aren't going to do it, but for the most part, I mean, you get 90% of them on board. I mean, it works out great. So, but yeah.
So when you're coaching out there, what are you more of a positional coach, or do you even throw batting practice?
Yes, I throw batting practice.
Do you? How's the arm?
I do. Oh, it's a lot. It gets a lot sore, a lot faster now. But I mean,
Right.
I still throw batting practice.
Yeah.
I throw batting practice to crews on the side quite a bit. But just like the tryout last night, I had I have two teams. I have like a AAA team, and then I have a showcase team going into next year. And my dad actually coaches the AAA team.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. Okay.
But so all of them showed up. All the kids that are on my team showed up from last year, and then there was like 8 or 9 kids trying out. So I started throwing batting practice, and then I just thought to my mind, I'm like, I can't throw to all these kids.
Right.
So I was like, I'm just gonna have to throw to the kids that are trying out, because
Yeah.
as a coach, you kind of know what you have with all the other kids. I was
Right.
like, there's no way I'm making it through 30
Well,
kids.
so you had somebody else pick up where you left off?
Yeah, and I had somebody else come in and throw BP. His name's Jimmy Davis. He actually coaches he coaches Jets team, Jets 10. So he helps coach Jets team. So with Matt Lackner.
Yeah. So Matt coaches as well.
Yeah, Matt's the head coach on that team.
Oh, okay.
And then Jimmy helps coach, and then I help coach when I have time. Because like I said, there's nothing better than coaching.
Yeah.
Now,
no,
David,
exactly.
it sounds like you had a history of baseball. Tell us about your history with baseball.
Yes, I actually I played baseball growing up, and when I was 15, 16, I got on 14, I got on a really good competitive team, the Overland Park Yankees, and we traveled Florida, played against actually a team from Dominican when I was 16, and that was fun, just to see the different perspectives of baseball. And Dominicans are crazy when it comes to baseball. Like, I remember them, every single run they scored, it was like cowbells, cheering, dancing. Like, it's
Kind of
like,
annoying motherfuckers, aren't
drinking,
they?
kind of like a soccer game, kind of like when they score, it's like everything. But but I
It's
just
'cause
remember
they're
that.
playing literally for their lives.
Yeah.
They're trying to get out.
That's their way out.
Do you recall any of those kids that you played against that actually made it to the big leagues?
I don't recall any
No.
kids that I played with. I mean, making it to playing college baseball. I went to Maple Woods Community College, playing college baseball, and knowing some guys that have played like low-end pro baseball, knowing how hard it is to make it to that level,
Yeah.
especially knowing people that's made it to that level, it's so hard. And that's the worst thing, honestly, about coaching, is because every parent thinks that their son is going to be a major league baseball player.
I could have been
Yeah,
a pro.
we didn't think that.
I could have been pro. But they didn't think it, but I knew deep in my heart, if
But-
I actually cared about the game and stuck to it, I would have been pro.
Not
see.
with those legs.
I think I could have went pro.
What?
Yeah.
This is
You're weighed down. By your
three
legs.
episodes in a row.
Hold on, Chris. You do not. In my point, Chris, you really don't have to be in fantastic shape to be a fantastic baseball player. There's a lot of fat baseball players. All right.
Mark,
So-
listen to this.
Yeah.
I think I could have
No.
went pro.
I like that one.
That's pretty good.
And that would have been in any sport for me, Mark.
Yeah.
But
It's just the chances, man. It's just
Yeah.
so slim, Just,
I think it's kind of fucked up too a lot of times, like where they make a big spectacle, like where like they sign, like for kids. Like I think they just signed a 14-year-old to
was it the Royals?
someone just signed a literal 14-year-old, and
How does
those
that work?
those are the ones that
from
someone-
like Venezuela or something, or from the
no,
United
he's
States.
United States. Like he's a
what?
14-year-old that throws
Yeah.
like mid-90s apparently. But my problem with those kids is like they are usually ones that end up like washing out. Like
So
they,
is it-
they
is
get
it-
this big spectacle of they made it, they're super incredible for so young, but then you never
You get
hear-
burnt out.
Yeah, you never hear anything about
Right.
them after. And it's kind of sad. It's like, wow, you brought this kid up just to knock him
Yes.
down. I mean, I feel like especially the major leagues does that because you got to go through so many hoops to get to
Oh,
the big
yeah.
show.
So so if it's okay, let's say it's a 14-year-old, like you said, and if he's already committed to this team, does that take him out of playing
Yes.
Yeah.
little league baseball? So that's just I don't know that I don't think that's
He's a kid.
but
enjoy it.
you're taking away his life, right?
Yeah.
What's that movie?
Because-
I'm gonna be the opposite here. I'm
What?
gonna throw this out there. We're not going to dive into it. But this is the difference, though.
Throwing it out there.
This is the difference, though, of a LeBron James and a Michael Jordan. Now, stay with me. Stay with me. Because at age 18, LeBron is now a professional athlete.
Yeah.
He's got staff that is working him out professionally. He's doing drills professionally. He's doing everything with a professional team. At 18 years old, Jordan was working with a college team and being half a student at the same time. The work ethic and the structure built around getting you to that point is just a completely different setup.
All right. Yeah, I get it.
So we're not going to dive into any other aspects of that, but I mean, maybe they've got him on a better regiment to just produce what he needs to get to that point. I can't talk down on it.
No, you're right. You know what, Zay?
Damn, I wish Jose was on. I mean, like, he's spitting facts over there.
Spitting them out like.
I mean, I think it's also just part of a developmental thing. I mean, you got a 14-year-old kid playing against with a bunch of grown men. Like I feel like there's just a lot of.
No, he's not like hitting balls off of the starting pitcher, Mark. He's
don't
in a
know.
training camp
I know,
to
but
be there at some
Still,
point.
I mean, it's not like there's a bunch of other 14-year-olds. It's just like a weird. What's that movie where they did that? The kid broke his arm, and then he had a super fast pitch, and he went to like play for the Yankees.
The Rookie or something.
Yeah, it might have been that,
Yeah.
something like that. But I just think it's crazy. Anyways,
The Sandlot.
no, that's
what was the movie where the guy was trying to play in the kids' game and he had the birth certificate that said
Bench
I'm
warmer.
12.
Bench warmer.
Yeah, that guy
I'm
was.
12.
I think that guy was Dominican.
I am
Man.
12.
He was
Yeah, he
drinking.
was.
He had a
He was-
bottle.
That's what
Yeah,
they did. That's how they
bottle
tricked him. They
Jackson.
got him a whole bunch of booze to fuck him
They
up.
got him drunk while he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy's on NCIS now.
Yeah, he's been on a bunch of stuff.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Dang. Well, going back, David, to your baseball days. What high school did you attend?
I went to Turner High School.
Did you play baseball there as well?
Yep, I played baseball there.
All 4 years?
Yep. And actually, my freshman year was one of the coolest years because that was one of the first times I ever played with my brother.
Oh, okay.
'Cause
So
I was
your
a
brother
freshman, he was a senior.
Oh, okay.
So that was one of the first times I mean, that was really the only time besides playing summer league college ball that I ever played with my brother. So it was.
You played a little fast pitch with your brother too, right?
Yeah, I played a little fast pitch with my brother.
Okay.
He never really. I mean, I played a lot more than he did.
Yeah.
I never really got into fast pitch all that much. I mean, I loved playing. I loved the game.
Yeah.
But I just never really got into it as much as like some of my other family members. You know,
Yeah.
just.
Like all of us,
Yeah.
your dad's generation.
But
and
I mean,
all
I
those guys.
I remember, and there's nothing better than that either, though, because I remember growing up, and going to the games, being at Shawnee Park for the whole day,
Yeah.
just playing with all my cousins and everything. Like, those are memories you'll never forget.
Say, and those, and it's that's cool you say that because those are the same memories that I have when my dad was playing with your grandpa. Of course, they're brothers. I couldn't wait to get to Shawnee Park to see your dad and his siblings.
Yeah.
Because that's where we all hung out. Those
Yeah.
are the good times. Yeah. So that's cool that you have those kind
Real
of
quick,
memories.
breaking news. The 14-year-old is from Mexico.
Oh,
That's why.
But playing where?
The Dodgers.
the Dodgers.
Yeah, see, I didn't
Los
think
Dodgers.
I didn't think if you're in the United States you can sign like that. I don't think you can. I know you
Laws.
can like
Laws.
I know
Child
when you're in
labor.
8th grade you can commit to like a school, like a Division I school and stuff like that now, but I didn't think you could sign an actual professional contract being in the but there is like I think soccer's a little bit different though because Jet plays a lot of soccer, and I think soccer you can join like at like 15, 16 you can join like the Sporting KC like select team or whatever development team, and then
I had an
work your way up.
opportunity to do that, but I chose not to.
Think
I was
of
playing
all
Nerf. I was playing Nerf football.
Think of all the game and riz that this 14-year-old kid has. Though.
Riz, what's Riz?
We did a whole episode where we
yeah.
talked
Getting
about
into
this.
it.
Remember that?
But like,
What's the name?
he signed to the Dodgers.
Yeah, I know.
You know,
That's crazy.
you guys are talking about the downsides. There might be some upsides to this, guys.
Well, I mean, that's kind of like the child. That's like the child star thing. Like these kids, they grow up kind of in a fucked up situation where like they're surrounded by.
But we don't know that that's fucked up. You're just projecting that on him.
I don't know. I mean, he's from Mexico. Maybe he's gonna get homesick, and maybe he's gonna feel unless they brought the entire family, and that's
Oh,
a
I'm
lot
sure
of
he's
fuckers.
It's the Dodgers. California is half Mexican.
There's that difference. It's not the same. It's not the same.
You're
it's,
projecting on him, man.
it's less
Let him
yellow
have
up
fun
here.
and get all the girls he needs to get.
At 14,
Well, in 10 years, we'll talk about
He
this.
signed the Dodgers.
I was only going after the 14-year-olds. I mean, you can't really go.
I'm saying 14-year-olds, Mark. You're making it weird.
It is weird. I mean, it is.
Well, back in the day, the Dodgers had a pitcher named Fernando Valenzuela, and he signed when he was 8.
That doesn't. That,
What?
I feel like you're lying.
No, I'm lying.
Yeah. What is the
But he was a good pitcher.
what movie? What Hallmark movie was this?
Homework movie.
Oh, man,
David,
that's funny.
going back to Turner, what was your favorite subject in high school?
I'd say math.
Yeah. You
Cause
still use it now?
Oh yes, I use math every day.
Do you?
Honestly, I mean not the math, not like algebra and calculus and stuff like that I study.
Love me some Pythagorean.
But just measuring stuff. You know, I'm in construction world, so
Okay, so-
measuring and using tenths and adding percentages and stuff like that. Like, I mean, I still use math every single day.
So do you carry a giant measuring tape with you?
No. I got a 25 footer.
Yes. Do they make them any longer?
Yeah, they have 35 footers. And then they have the wheels and stuff like that go out to 100, 200 feet. So
Do people put those on their belts too?
heck
The big
no.
wheels.
If anybody in the construction world saw that, it'd be they'd probably get made fun of.
Yeah. There's actually a joke at work that us guys do with measuring tapes, but I can't talk about it here because someone's sitting.
Is when you hold the tape on your nose.
Oh,
Have you
I've
seen that one?
Yeah.
When I first
That's not what I
started,
was saying.
when I first started construction, they were like measure your arm, and I was like, okay, I'm a 20-year-old kid, 21-year-old kid. I'm measuring, and then they're like, hold that on your nose, and then they drop the tape measure, and hit
And
you
it
right
hits
in the
you.
nuts.
I just saw something like that. No, we go around and we have the measuring tape, and we'll hold it at the crotch area, and we'll go like this until it reaches that person, and they'll look at the measuring tape, and we'll say, "You're this close from," and that's about as far as we can say here. So, anyway, as we were talking about high school, did you have a favorite teacher?
No, not really. I mean, I did band. I mean, my freshman year I did band. Mr. Altenburn was pretty cool. He was actually my 8th grade football coach too. So I mean, I liked him. But for the most part, I mean, no. I mean, I was mouthy, and I got in a lot of trouble, so I didn't really have a favorite teacher.
I guess.
And I guess I was never really anybody's favorite student either, I guess you can say.
Garcia's love being in bands. I don't know what's about
Yeah,
it. but
that's
everybody's just in a goddamn
What
band.
instrument did you play?
I was a drummer.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yep.
And
And then, I mean, growing up, I mean, my dad played the guitar all the time, and my Theo Mike played the drums. And
Yeah.
I remember going to my Theo Mike's house and listening to him
Yeah,
play instruments and stuff. And then I just started being a drummer. But I ended up dropping out of band after my freshman year, which I wish I would have stayed in it,
Could've been
because then it would actually have kept my GPA higher, because it
Yeah.
would have been an easy A.
Oh my God! There, Chris over here. He was in band. He took like 2 back-to-back elective classes of band. So he was like, one day he's in band for like 4 hours doing nothing. Didn't you?
And you probably got an A.
Yeah, you got a name, didn't you? You were
you
like in
guys-
marching and jazz, which was just
No, I wasn't in jazz. It was just the regular class.
Oh.
Marching season happens in the fall, and then just regular classical band class in the second half of the year.
there you go.
So
Either way, he was. he didn't do nothing.
for some reason, Chris's brother Mark claims that that Chris he was in marching band, and he would just hold the instrument and he wouldn't play it.
I believe he was faking it.
What chair were you? First, second?
Say it.
Then
Say
yeah.
it.
If he wasn't 1 through 3, then yeah, he's faking. Only 1 through 3 actually get to play.
Okay, I wasn't in the symphonic band. That's where the chairs come in.
Oh,
Symphonic.
You didn't
All right,
get
then
the
play
shit.
something for us, Chris.
No, we gave it away.
Oh, you did give it away.
You gave it away.
Chris can play this. That's what he's
I
playing.
could.
Now, what other sports did you do in high school?
played football. I actually played basketball too, but I quit my freshman year.
A lot of quitting freshman year, huh?
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Yeah, well, I started focusing a little bit more on baseball and football because that's just kind of what I wanted. That was the route I knew I was going to either play college football or play college baseball.
Okay. Well, being you doing this your freshman year, you quitting everything.
Well, see, my freshman year was a rough year.
When did you meet your wife?
I met Ashley my sophomore year of high school, actually. She was actually best friends with my sister.
Whoa, I thought you could say with your girlfriend at the time.
No.
Okay.
No, funny story about that is, so her and my sister were best friends. My sophomore year, their senior year. And then Matt Lackner was also a senior, my brother-in-law now.
Okay.
Man,
So,
big pimping.
I was
Going
actually-
after the senior.
Well, I was actually dating a girl.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to say no names, but then Ashley was like, I don't know.
We turned your mic off. What's your name?
Ashley's like, she told my sister, I don't know who I'm going to go to homecoming with. And then my sister's like, well, take my brother. And she's like, well, he's dating somebody. And then
I saw this episode on Friends.
so then Steph had mentioned
Oh, that's
something
a
to
sad
me.
one, too.
And then Ashley had said something, and I actually broke up with that girl and went to
Dude.
homecoming.
The stars
went to
have
homecoming
The
with
stars
Ashley.
have a line.
Really?
And then I mean, the rest is history, pretty
Right.
much. And then actually
that's
the homecoming game, she was the captain of the cheerleading team, and she wore my jersey. I was a sophomore, you know.
Oh man,
so
I forgot that was a thing.
it was that's just what they did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I ran a kickback, and she actually beat me to the end zone. Yeah.
Really?
She ran out on the field.
That's a great
She
story.
tackled you in the end zone.
That's got to be on film too, somewhere, right? Somebody's
yeah, well,
got.
actually, the next day it was. I remember all my cousins because I went to high school with Aaron and all of my cousins and Matt Bells and all them.
Yeah.
And they kept pausing it and rewinding it and like just making fun of me.
So
and
okay.
and I'm just like, you know what? I was like, I scored. You guys don't score. Like,
See, I scored.
He scored both
scored
ways,
twice.
right?
yeah.
Both ways.
The next day, they gave her a spot on the team. Saw how fast she was.
For
She was
kick-
fast though.
kickoffs?
She ran track though, so I mean,
Oh, yeah?
I could use that as an excuse.
Oh heck yeah.
There you go.
That's pretty good.
She always says that's where Jet gets his speed.
Hence
Is
the
that
name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did he get the name Jet? What's the story behind that?
I mean, there's really no story behind it. Ashley's always, whenever we had our first,
Oh,
whenever we had cruise,
Ashley Jet Lee. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, you
Never
made the
mind,
connection.
Danny.
There it was.
That's
There's the
you-
only
you
possible
answered it
thing.
for me.
It's the only possible.
I always thought it was because of one of your dad's probably favorite songs from back in the day, from Paul McCartney and Wings. They had a song named Jet.
Yeah.
So-
and then Benny and the Jets. And
And
all that
yeah,
stuff.
so I thought maybe
No.
Jets football.
I mean, Ashley
yeah.
always wanted the boys to have cool names.
Aaron Rodgers, nothing.
Yeah.
She wanted to have cool names.
Yeah.
That's great. That's actually a really good way to look at it. You know.
So she didn't want them to. She's always been a fear of like, you know how high school is. Kids make fun of people and stuff like that, and that's just how the world is. But she always wanted them to have cool names, so that's why we have Cruise and have Jet.
And you always
So-
can go on a jet cruise.
Yep.
See how that works out?
She wanted them to have awesome names. He's Jet Awesome Garcia.
Yeah.
That's her middle name. Is Jet's
Jet James.
Jet James?
JJ.
Yep.
Jet James. Now,
Yeah.
see, that's better than having two of Hispanic names because that's the worst. That is the worst thing in the world. It is. If they're two,
Andres.
they're two out there, man. I mean, mine's like a bridge on the middle. I mean, but there's some out there just like, damn, you're giving your teacher a hard time these days to say that name.
Yeah.
Cristian Raul. Jose, what's your middle name? Antonio.
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 It's Antonio.
Okay, yeah.
That's my brother's middle name.
I didn't know that.
And we got David Gordon.
Gordon.
Yeah. Have anybody ever called you David?
Yeah, actually, my dad used to call me David when I was
Really?
little.
Yeah.
And then just coaches, as I got older, some coaches just used to call me that just to call me that.
Because it sounds
David.
cool.
No reason behind it. I actually have a kid named David Fair on my baseball team. I call him David. It's weird when you're coaching a kid the same name as you, and then you're yelling your own name because that's one name I've never yelled.
Right.
So like
yeah, that
so-
makes sense.
You go, God
I mean-
damn it, David. I said it in the mirror this morning, and now I got to say it here.
I mean, you had your son, so you got to yell a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, yourself, I guess.
I
But
guess, yeah, you're right. And then my dad used to yell at me all the time.
yeah, so I
It's
mean,
a trickle down effect. So if Mario has a kid, he's like
That
4
right.
years. 4 years of self-hate.
I actually saw Mario the other day at Jess's grad party.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
him
that's
and
right.
Ileana
Yeah.
went. Yeah. Mhm.
Oh yeah, yeah. So yeah, we'll talk about some after the show about that. Some that he had brought up. Any of your best friends from back in the day? Do you still keep in touch with them besides Matt?
No,
Ashley?
actually no. I don't really
Nope.
talk to anybody in high school now. Kids I went to college with, I mean, I still keep in touch with. I have a friend Matt Garza who actually lives in Bentonville, Arkansas. I
But you still keep in touch with
talk
them?
to him every single day.
Really?
Yep.
That's
and
cool.
Then
I think that's good.
another friend, Tommy DeBon, he lives in Blue Springs. I don't talk to him as much, but I mean, we still keep in touch and just see how everything's going. And I mean, once you start having kids, everybody starts going separate ways sometimes. But
You hear that, Jose?
it's always nice to keep in touch with people that you've been close with, and
Definitely. It
especially
is.
especially like my college buddies. That's just something like you'll never forget, and you've experienced stuff together, like running miles and miles and miles and bear crawling up hills and just stuff like that. That's just it's
Where
like
you
your,
hit the body.
it's your brothers.
Yeah.
What you did last summer?
Yeah, where you hit the
So-
body.
Yeah, I mean, it's
We take
It's
this to
fun.
our graves.
real fun. But yeah, high school.
Yeah.
Besides my family and my cousins, I don't really speak to anybody I went to high school with.
And they're dead.
And I don't have
So-
Facebook or social media and stuff like
No?
that. So I mean, I don't.
No,
I don't-
good for you.
I
Off
don't-
the grid.
I don't do
Wow.
that stuff. So
Yeah. So you're an old head. You're an old head, a 34 old head.
pretty much.
That's cool.
Well,
no, that's
and,
good.
and my wife doesn't let me get on there because she says that I might say stuff that offends people.
Well, that's what this show is for. You can do that now. We'll put it out there and
Get
YouTube
it out.
Just
Get
let
it
it
out
out.
now.
Everything
Yeah.
you've wanted to say, just fucking put it out
We've
there.
offended enough people ourselves.
Yeah, I bet.
If
It runs in the family.
There we go. What was it about? Okay, what number did you wear in high school?
Well, high school was kind of weird because I grew. I mean, I started getting built. So Turner, it's not like Mill Valley where they probably get new uniforms every year. Turner always had the same
Uniform.
So I wore like 4 different numbers all 4 years
Oh,
because
yeah?
I was just kept outgrowing every single
Yeah.
jersey. But then when I went to college, summer ball I wore 28, and then I started wearing 24 because Robinson Cano.
Nice.
Fuck, I thought it was
Just
me.
say because of Mario Garcia.
And then, well, actually, funny story behind that is when I used to come watch the Indios play, and I saw you wearing 24 too. I remember I used to think you were a gangster because you had your chains, you had
His goatee.
yeah, and you were like one of the coolest Theos that I had.
I
You're
appreciate that.
like this dude's a gangster, like
And
so-
then all those
be
thoughts,
more wrong.
all those thoughts and dreams went away.
and then I got to
And
know
then he
you.
changed, I got it changed out.
But
They was out there. Oh, check him out, he's so cool. And then he gets popped in the face by a ball and just goes down.
yeah,
Loses some teeth.
playing second base.
Oh,
Loses some teeth.
Yeah.
My dreams got crushed.
But yeah, and then actually one of my friend Garza, who I still talk to, he wore 24 in college. So
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, it's just a big connection with everything. 'Cause, I mean, he's one of my best friends to this day.
That's
And
cool.
then-
Yeah, that's cool.
Just
None of
Like I
your
said.
boys wore 24?
nope, none of them wore 24. There was just something about 24 that just
Just looks
Fucking
badass.
dope.
yeah,
Right? Just like that one sitting up there on the wall.
yeah.
I don't know, the
I just
four
like
is
that
kinda-
number.
Do we have a?
And playing base, and another reason too is playing baseball.
Oh, I have it on my arm too.
And playing baseball too, it's 42 backwards.
Right.
So I mean that even makes it that much better
Yeah.
to me because I mean obviously anybody that knows baseball, 42 is one of the most iconic numbers ever.
Right. I mean, that number
I
was
mean, it is.
retired.
Yes.
Are you guys aware of the number 42?
Yep.
After it was officially retired when Mariano Rivera retired because he was the last person to wear 42.
R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah. So he was the only one still wearing it,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
After they had retired it, but he was still wearing the number 42.
And I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard somewhere where
David, we speak truth here on this show. So
Yeah,
it's
we let
true.
it
he was
fly.
going to change his
We
number.
let it fly, man.
He was going to change his number when they did that, but Jackie Robinson's wife told him that
to
he
keep
can
it?
wear it.
Oh, that's facts right there.
And then
I like it.
I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
anybody that's seen that dude pitch, I mean, he's one of one.
Right? Yeah, he was good. When did he retire anyway?
Oh, Heck,
Has it been a while?
It's been a while.
Okay. I
I'd
thought
say-
he was still playing.
No. He'd been gone for a long time. He was retired before Jeter and
Oh, I
All
guess
those
so.
guys.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, if he was playing and met his Jackie Robinson's wife,
it was
then I'm
after
like,
Andy
"God damn."
Pettit and what was that catcher's name? Jorge Posada. After I think it was a year after they retired because they were the ones that came
Jorge
out.
Asada.
Posada.
Oh,
He retired in
In
2013.
Posada.
Yeah.
Who's
So-
that? Mariano.
Rivera.
Yeah. So it's been a while.
Mariano.
But
Rivera.
I remember Andy Pettit and Jorge Posada was the one that came out because he was a closer. He was used to always being out there the ninth inning.
Yeah.
But I think there was 2 outs when they took him off the field, and it was a big goal standing ovation.
Yeah, I remember that. I do
'Cause-
remember that. Now that you
yeah.
say it, yeah, I do remember him retiring. So a quick story about Jorge Posada. We were in New York, and we were walking down the sidewalk, and this really nice caddy just pulls over, and he gets out. Him and his, I'm gonna guess his wife, and go into a store to shop. That's all I got.
I thought you were gonna say you went up to him
I
and
know. I
talked
was
to
like,
him.
he walked by
Got
us,
his
he
signature.
passed us.
On this show, we speak facts. I could have lied and said, yeah, I talked to him. Do you remember that, Sam, when I yelled his name? I think I yelled his name or something, and he turned around and said, Mott! Ah, yes, that's right. Thank goodness our phones were out.
You do have a weird trace, just history of meeting celebrities when you're out and about on vacations. Like, you just happen to pass by them. It's so ridiculous. I swear.
Which is why I always carry a Sharpie with me.
That's
No, it's not.
Yeah, what?
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
You say that's
I
why
mean-
you say that's why you carry Sharpie, but I've only ever seen you bring like one thing back with someone signing
Yeah.
something. I've never. Where's this collection of signed memorabilia?
Success rate is so low. What are you talking
Okay,
about,
no, listen
man?
to me. Damn it. Listen to me. I carry the Sharpie now because I would see like when I saw Warren Moon on the came home on he's my favorite quarterback of all time, and to see him, and you know I had to use a pen. I didn't have a Sharpie. Then after that, I was like, I need to start carrying a Sharpie around, and I do that.
What did he even sign?
Who?
He did it.
Warren
because
Moon.
Warren Moon. He signed my boarding pass. Back then, we had to show boarding passes. He signed that for
Where's
me.
that boarding pass now?
It's actually put away. I have it put away.
They go, sir, someone defaces you
I even
can't
have
fly.
a football card that he signed, but somebody gave that to me. I didn't. But that's what I'm just saying. He signed a boarding pass for me, and he signed something else for me. I can't remember what it was. And did he ever make the yearbook? Sam, remember we took a picture and
What?
anyway.
You put that in the yearbook?
I was hoping to put that in the yearbook just for a blue jacket year. Yeah. Okay. I'm spitting facts here though. Anyway, all right. Before we get any further, so I'm gonna put this out there right now. The Kansas City Indios, our family team, right? We are celebrating 50 years next summer.
God damn.
It's crazy, right?
Wow.
So we're it's in the works. We're planning it as we speak. We're going to do something, whether it be a big picnic or something. But
You might as
for
well double head it
everyone.
and make it a
I'm trying
family reunion
it's
as well.
It's going to, because you did miss our family reunion, didn't you?
Damn.
Did you make the family reunion in 2015?
We all had shirts of like the.
We all had different
Different
color
colors?
shirts that
Yeah.
Garcia
Yeah.
owned.
I think I was there.
We have a
I think we were
photo
like
of
green or
them
something.
Yeah, they were there.
So who?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was
somebody.
Probably my
I
brother.
think everybody.
No, there was.
Bad info. Bad info.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry, David. Why did I think that you and your family weren't able to make it that day? But
Bad memory.
Proof.
okay,
I'm gonna
well,
find it.
anyway,
She's
I
going to get
thought.
the photo.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, we'll get the proof. I thought there was just somebody, a kid that just couldn't make it.
So what's
Something
happening
came
at the
up.
50th?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
We're back on the
Sidetrack.
Yeah. So the plan is that we're going to do something big for that day.
That's cool.
Yeah. So
For like
as
the
soon as-
whole family
for
or
the
for like-
whole family and everybody. You know, it's good. Like Marco said, it could turn into a family reunion, and we go spit it out, Mark.
No,
Wait, this Sunday or next Sunday?
No,
no,
this,
next year, like next year, man.
Oh,
next
next
summer.
He said next summer.
I heard Sunday.
No, next summer. So those are the plans.
Hey, he's
for 50
listening,
years. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Partially.
So this it's basically going to be the next family reunion.
Yes, Chris, that's what we just said.
Well, you were talking up like it was for the Indios, not
Well,
just the family.
it's
It can
for
be-
the Indians, but
it is, but it
the
can be
Indians
doubled.
is a
The
family
Indios is
thing.
Garcia.
We're all part of it, and you got to play with the Indios. So everybody that I want to try to get everybody that played for the Indios. I mean, that could turn into something else, but we know a lot of people who played with the Indios, and maybe just bring them back and say, "Hey, you used to play for us,"
Yeah.
Find the same man.
But
that'd be
anyway, just a yeah. I just wanted to throw that out there. But all right.
Bad
You know
info.
what,
He's
Chris?
wearing blue, not green.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, yeah,
Oh, man.
that was a long time ago.
That was
All right, but
9 years ago?
Yeah, before we go any further, before we get into our segments, Chris, can you go ahead and please play our sponsor reads?
Oh, man,
'Cause if
look
it
how
wasn't for
small
them,
Cruz
we
was.
wouldn't be doing this.
This podcast is sponsored by Quinn Concrete Construction. The company motto, no job too big or too small. Whatever your concrete need is, they have the experience and the professionalism to ensure a quality job every time. For a free estimate, call 913-279-1448. That's 913-279-1448 and ask for Joe Quinn.
This episode is sponsored by Goal Fire Protection. With over 26 years of fire sprinkler experience, Goal Fire Protection has built our livelihoods on established relationships and providing quality fire sprinkler systems. From retrofits, remodels, service, repairs, new installation, and inspections, simple to the extreme, we can help you every step of the way. No job is too small or too big for our knowledgeable crews. For your free estimate, call 913-441-3390 or email us at gochoa@goalfireprotection.com.
guys in my work we're talking about.
Yeah.
It's called the Spotted Cow. I don't know if
Oh,
you've ever
I
met that.
have heard of that. Yeah.
It's in like Wisconsin, but
Yeah.
they don't have like a big distributor because they feel like they would sell so much to where they couldn't keep up.
Are you serious?
And then I went over to my boys hitting instructor's facility, and he goes, "Hey, you want to try this beer?" And I go, "What is it?" He goes, "It's called the Spotted Cow." And I tried it. Oh my God, it's so good. So I highly recommend if you ever
Little splash of
It's-
milk in there.
it
What
tastes
are we
like-
talking?
tastes like juice.
Juice.
Yes.
Wow.
Like it is phenomenal.
Chris, before I forget, if everybody please could like, share, and subscribe at the Big Modcast. Hit the notification bell to keep updated on all new videos coming out, and keep a lookout for daily videos.
Yes,
you hit it?
please, people
Yep.
out there, subscribe.
Fantastic.
We need some more subscribers.
What are we up to, Jose? Do you happen to know?
I
Five.
think we're at like 514.
Nice.
They just keep coming. Like they
Yeah.
wouldn't show up for 500, and now they just keep coming. every
Slow
week.
rise.
Well, you know
yeah.
what? Now that we have David in here, we should be hitting 600 here soon.
I don't know if we've addressed it, but a good, we're at the middle of the year, so a good goal by the end of the year, maybe 600 to 700.
Yeah, that is the goal. That is the goal. You know what? I want to get this segment here. I wanted it since we are, well, this has been coming up like the last few episodes. Are you calling you guys selves 90s babies or what? 90s?
We were born in the 90s, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, 90s babies. So I thought, you know what, this would be a cool little topic to talk about. I'm sure you guys all watched the 90s cartoons.
Mm-hmm.
We weren't allowed to.
Holy shit, are you serious?
I'm fucking kidding.
No.
I know, right?
I wouldn't put a pasture. I wouldn't put a pasture, Mom.
You're there.
I know. Well, you guys got to watch him here in my
I was about to say
house.
he was the one
You were
sneaking
there.
the cartoons.
No, you guys watched cartoons. You weren't allowed to watch any
porn?
R-rated movies. Close your eyes.
See, that was
Oh, that's right.
those are
We're not talking about the R-rated movies in the 90s.
Yeah, we talked
What the
about
fuck?
that before the show started.
I think R-rated.
Oh shit!
The level of R-rated was so different compared to his now. Like back then, like blood and gore was, I feel like, more laxed in terms of movies.
Well, R-rated now is just kids opening TikTok.
I know, right? They can easily pull that stuff up nowadays.
Everybody with their phones, they can pull up all kinds of stuff.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about.
All right, Dad, what do you got?
What,
for
you're
us?
on the opposite.
Yeah, so-
so you're on the opposite side now.
Shit, I thought I opened my beer. Ooh, listen to that crack. Speaking of crack, there is. Do you guys remember Tiny Toon Adventures?
Tiny Toon
Toons
Adventures.
No.
Now, was this just a version of like the Looney Tunes as like babies or something?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that's what it was.
but then I remember the Saturday morning cartoons. I don't remember.
So they
what
were
was
still.
on.
Oh,
the
so
Maniacs,
in the 90s. So in the 90s,
the Animaniacs.
Yeah.
I used to watch that all the time.
they are on this list. But so
Yep,
I
that
just
one.
have. So these all these started from 1990, and into
That might
some
be-
of them to now.
Predate us though.
Okay, well, that's what I want to find out. What about Bobby's World? Do you guys remember Bobby's World?
Bobby's World.
Bobby's World. Do you guys know who? Jeez, I knew I was gonna forget his name.
Let them tell you.
Excuse me, but just because you're sitting next to the EP, you can't be just throwing shit ideas
This isn't
around.
the big mom cast.
Yeah. Howie Mandel.
Yep.
He was the creator of Bobby's World.
Really?
So
Was it
only
based
know
on his
about-
comedies?
No, not. I don't know if it's, but he used to do a kid's voice. He would do this real squeaky voice that sound just like a little kid, and then he created a cartoon called Bobby's World.
Oh. Yeah, I don't think I remember.
Yeah,
that
it's pretty cool. Tailspin.
Tailspin. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Um,
So Tailspin was irony in the name. It's a spin-off essentially of the Jungle Book because Baloo is literally the main character and it's them flying planes. Like Robot Chicken did a whole thing about this. Like it's so funny
Robot
because
Chicken.
it's literally Baloo from the Jungle Book just flying planes.
But isn't that connected to DuckTales? And
Not
whatever?
necessarily, no.
Yeah, I don't remember that one.
Yeah, I remember Tailspin. Yeah, I remember Tailspin. And
I only know about it from DuckTales reboot, where
So-
they had an episode about it.
really, I didn't even know. That.
okay, it's quick. So, David, you were born in '90, correct?
I was born in '89,
89.
November of '89. So I mean,
November 28th.
yep.
How did I know that? You know you share
You're
birthdays
related
with,
to
I
him?
think, Tootie. And... Yeah,
I
you're
was
right.
probably there for a birthday.
Jose,
92.
92. Mark, 90...
98.
98. And Chris?
03.
Oh, 1903.
He's post-track.
That's why he's watching DuckTale reboots.
How about Ren and Stimpy?
That was.
I know
Oh,
of
I
that.
used to
remember
love
that.
that cartoon.
That show
You
was
remember that?
so bad, man.
Yeah.
I don't know how they
The
got
details.
away with that.
The details, right? Remember they would get like close to, like, if somebody had a zit, they would get real close and they'd make creatures.
Extra zoom. Yeah.
Dude, that was a
Stuff in
adult.
the
That was
ears.
such adult theme. Like it was just hardcore. Like that was so bad. When you look back at it, it's one of those things. It's like I can't believe they got away with making
Didn't it-
this.
That was, I used to have
Wasn't the creator?
T-shirts.
Didn't he get hit with something?
I don't
car?
know. If he
No, like illegal
suit?
things.
I don't know. I mean, if anything, it'd be on the
A
network for
softball
letting
to
it
the
fly.
face.
Possibly.
How about a Darkwing Duck?
Yeah, I know
I
Darkwing.
only know that because of DuckTales.
I don't
What the
remember that one.
Okay, so this new show, this reboot, is apparently clicking on a lot of old stuff, Jose.
So there is a reboot?
Yeah, there was a reboot DuckTales in 2019.
I knew about that, but I didn't realize they touched on so much of the old stuff. Interesting.
So you're watching the DuckTales reboot at 16 years old?
Oh, well, it's kind of like it's kind of like today's rap music that are using the 80s, 90s music.
It's
pretty good.
nothing like that.
Anyways, keep going.
Rugrats.
Oh yes, I
Yes,
remember
no,
that one.
Rugrats.
Yeah.
Great. Classic.
That was
Great.
awesome.
Yeah. I remember just calling you guys Rugrats while watching Rugrats.
Yeah.
That's copyright.
Copyright infringement.
Copyright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Batman, the animated series.
Yep.
Yep.
Kevin Conroy's first appearance.
Kevin Costner did that.
Conroy. Conroy.
He-
Do you
he's
remember
been
the
voice of
movie?
voice of Batman for years, and then he died.
There's a
few
cartoon
years ago.
movie they did back in the 90s, too.
The Phantasm.
Yeah,
Mask of the
something like that.
Phantasm.
Mm-hmm. Mask of the Phantasm.
I don't remember that. You know what? I want to go back to. They did the X-Men animated
The
series,
first one,
yep.
yeah.
the '97, which
Wait.
what?
No.
It ended in '97.
Yeah, because that was X-Men 87, because they just recently did the new one, not X-Men
So
97.
92 to 97. So that's where they actually going back to our opening, the cold open. Wolverine, I think, is wearing the
The yellow.
yellow
yellow and blue.
from the '97
Yeah.
X-Men, right?
Oh, yeah.
He's wearing yellow, yes, but not the exact suit that they used for the comics at that time. Or
Did you get a sneak peek of this, Chris?
no, I've just seen the commercials of him wearing his yellow suit.
Are they commercials or are they
Trailers.
Trailers, whatever.
Wait, how come they call them trailers now when we used to call them previews?
Previews,
The
are
previews
during
happened
the
before
movie.
the
Previews
movie.
are before the movie.
Yeah.
Before
Trailer-
the movie, not during
trailers
the
are
movie.
like-
Wait a minute, wait.
At
While
any time.
So while you're sitting at the theater,
They're
those are
previews.
previews. but-
Yes.
So they're not trailers.
They're playing a trailer, but it's a preview.
Preview to the main event that you're about to see. Preview to the actual viewing
Guys
that
are
you're there to
90s,
see.
90s babies because it wasn't like that in the 80s.
Do you remember back in the day, they used to make you sit through a whole fucking intro before the movie starts?
Back in the day is when? What are you talking?
Your time?
90s, early 2000s.
Are you
You would
like-
have to sit through a full credits of the intro that gives you
Oh,
every actor
yeah.
in the fucking
When it was
movie
in the beginning, yeah.
just strolling around with the
It's like,
camera before
through the
anything
city.
starts.
Yeah, through the city, showing all the.
I'm so glad they got rid of that bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, so HBO had that.
No, movies.
No,
They
movies,
made
movies.
movies that way.
I remember that.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, where they play like they show like a slow like different scenes of the city and
Think
just
of
stuff.
I was
Think
too
of
busy
like-
raising kids in the 90s.
Think of
I
like a
don't-
James Bond movie. James Bond movies.
Yeah.
They still do that. So they'll do like an intro that has all the actors in it,
With
maybe
that
some
like
visuals
hold that, like,
and stuff.
follows
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
All before the movie starts.
Goes all over the screen.
Yeah.
Every movie used to have those.
Marvel. Like Marvel does that.
No.
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 What are you watching?
How about Two Stupid Dogs?
Yep. I remember Two Stupid Dogs.
Yeah. You remember that?
It's part of the. I watched a lot of Boomerang. Are there a lot of these Boomerangs?
I don't know. Beavis
Yeah,
and-
so
Beavis
his
and Butt-
remembers are
I-
from like 2 years ago.
Jeez.
What? These I remember these in like the early 2000s when I'm watching them.
Yeah.
Are you guys familiar with Beavis and Butthead?
Oh yes.
I never watched it. I never actually seen
But
it.
that was an MTV thing, right?
Yeah, and I actually I remember watching the movie too.
Oh, when they came out with the
Coming
movie.
to America or whatever it's called. I don't remember what it was called.
They went on a road
Coming
trip.
to America is
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy.
They went on a road trip.
They made it to
Washington
Fort-
D.C.
across,
or something, right?
what's the dam? The Hoover Dam. They
Yeah.
get to the Hoover Dam.
And then they went to the White House, didn't they? Or something? And he didn't have any toilet paper or something.
yeah, they were fucking funny.
Bonkers.
That was awesome.
No.
Yeah.
Don't remember that one.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yep.
That only lasted 93.
remember
That.
that.
was only 26 episodes.
Yeah, a lot of short runs.
93, 94. That was pretty.
Now
The
they have the movies now.
the Gargoyles.
Gargoyles.
Gargoyles,
That's
yep.
That's
I
an
remember that. I
remember
institution. Yeah.
Space Ghost. Coast to Coast.
That was a
I don't remember.
Cartoon Network.
Yeah. So I never saw the shows, but after a while, they had a bunch of those characters who started just like introing the Adult Swims.
So that was actually a superhero from the 1960s, Hanna-Barbera. Yeah. But
Yeah.
and you know what? What's crazy is at that time I didn't know DC, Marvel, and I thought Space Ghost was part of that universe, but I just couldn't figure out which one. It's crazy.
Did Adam West voice them too?
I don't know. Probably Spider-Man the animated series,
Yeah, Chris.
94 to 98. You remember that one, Chris?
Wait a minute. Spider-Man the animated series or Spider-Man and Friends?
No, this is just Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's and Friends, I think, was like 2000s. Early 2000s.
Was it because it was Spider-Man, Iceman, and like Firestar? Very odd trio, but it was a
That
great.
is a very
See,
odd
Marcos
trio.
keeps saying he remembers stuff from before he was born. That's why I'm saying all his I remember that are just from like rewatching later.
What was I supposed to do?
I'm just saying,
So
all
I'm
your-
only-
I remember that
I'm
in
only allowed
rewatching.
to. I'm only allowed to things 98 and up.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
How about the prick? I mean the tick.
The Tick.
The tick.
I never saw it.
Remember that one?
Yeah.
I know.
He was a blue guy, right? Didn't
yeah,
he wear
big
blue?
buff blue guy.
Yeah, like the Hulk.
Well, no.
Hulk's green.
Pinky in the Brain.
Yep,
Pink
I remember that.
Maniacs.
brain,
Yeah.
brain.
Freakazoid.
Ooh,
I know of him.
This is the first time I've seen this.
Freakazoid.
Robots, please report. Cartoon Planet.
Cartoon Planet.
No,
remember
Cow
that.
and Chicken.
Count Chicken. Another
I
inappropriate.
somewhat remember that.
Yeah, and you remember the drink about the cow or something. The drink you were talking about.
Spotted Cow.
Spot and Cow.
Another-
I remember Johnny Bravo. You remember Johnny Bravo?
Oh, Johnny Bravo is on this list.
Cartoon Network.
I used to
classic.
watch that all the time.
Oh
too.
yeah. Yeah. Want to do the monkey with me?
The monkey.
Hey there, he said, "Hey there, pretty mama." He kind of had that Elvis thing going, right?
The big old hair.
Powerpuff Girls and
He was cool.
Scooby Doo on this list.
Yeah,
Whoa,
actually.
hold on, whoa.
Sorry. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Road Rovers.
Road Rovers.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
96. That was only 13 episodes. That shouldn't even be on the list. Dexter's Laboratory.
Yep,
Yeah.
I remember
No,
Dexter's
yeah.
Laboratory.
Hey Arnold.
Yep.
What was they would
Football
call-
head. Football head.
It's called Football Head.
There's memes right now of it. They go back and watch Dexter's Lab because Dexter's mom had a big old butt and nobody noticed it. So now they got like screen captures of it now.
There's,
Was it one of those ones where they wouldn't show her head? They should show her
Yeah,
head.
that was the Powerpuff Girls.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But
Misspell
Jose's
them.
talking about like they have these group of like there's these like early 2000s, like the 90s, like, hey, why they make all these moms so thick?
So thick.
Like Mrs. Incredible
Yeah.
from The Incredibles.
I remember.
It's just like they just made a lot of ridiculously thick moms.
Wait, but Miss Incredible wasn't thick. She just had a big butt.
There is
That's
literally
the
a scene in the
current-
movie where she's admiring
Yeah.
herself.
Yeah,
look
right.
great.
I actually had that picture.
There's some unfiltered. They're just
I thought it was a cool pic. Arthur.
yeah. So actually, Arthur is hilarious because I was telling Mario about this. Is someone made a clip who goes, "Man, these kids and Arthur were just going after each other because if you were to watch it, they insult the hell out of each other. Like Liz, he's talking to DW, his little sister. She goes, DW, you better behave before I drop you off where I found you. Or he said like just they say some out of pocket stuff.
Hot
Like-
take. I feel like Arthur was for nerds.
Really?
I never fucking watched Arthur.
What nationality was Arthur?
He was
He's an aardvark.
He's not a nationality.
No, they have nationalities.
Okay.
He's an aardvark.
Yeah.
I thought he was like
Anteater.
yeah.
I mean, in the first
Yeah, I
books,
guess.
he
Well,
had
beaver-
The original incarnations
He
were
was a
like
beaver.
very realistic, scary looking.
Yeah.
And
Hey, have you ever seen his glasses? His glasses don't sit on his ears.
What do they sit on?
They're just floating.
They're just there.
the other one,
They're just there.
There's a cartoon character out there where his eyebrows float. I can't remember, but they just float around with
the other one, Jose, is because they're all animals, so their ears sit on top of their head, and
they
they're
wear
wearing headphones on the side of their head. Even though it's like what are they sitting on?
Oh yeah, they don't sit on it.
What are they sitting on?
They're just there. They're squeezing his face.
That's
I
funny.
have to, man.
They want
So-
nerds to feel welcome, so they put
Right,
glasses on.
The sweater, and Mario did a great costume that one year. He was the
Superman-
fist.
Superman the animated series. You guys remember that one?
Yeah, but
No.
That was great too.
We said Johnny Bravo, Daria,
Daria.
or is it Daria,
now
or is it diarrhea?
No idea.
Oh,
It's Daria.
I have no idea.
I know what
No.
I know what you're talking about. I didn't recognize
She was
her name, though.
a smart girl, goes through teenage life
She's like a feminist, like
as
it
a
was
proud
feminist
outsider
cartoon.
in the world, mainly idiotic.
The catchphrase was
whatever.
like, "I blame men."
King of the Hill.
Yeah.
You guys remember Benny Hill?
wasn't
Before
he
our
a
time.
terrible person?
Benny Hill was cool.
King of the Hill, Hank.
For all you old heads out there, I'm sure y'all remember
No, he's not
Benny
a
Hill.
terrible person.
Well,
Who, King of the Hill?
Yeah.
No.
No,
He was just
wasn't his
he was a
father a
Cowboys
person?
fan.
Huh?
wasn't
He
his
just sold
father just a
propane.
He was a
terrible
Cowboys
person?
fan.
No, he's not a terrible person.
No,
one thought he
his
was-
father was just a Vietnam vet.
How about let's go
He's
South,
like-
Was it
Disgruntled.
Korea?
South Park?
South Park.
South Park.
when it
Oh,
started?
yes.
South Park.
Still
Let me
running.
see.
Still
running, right?
I remember
from
seeing-
from 1997 to now.
first time-
326 episodes on.
Have
The
you
first
ever
time I seen it,
the-
Jose, was your dad was watching over your guys' house, and I remember watching it. It's like, what is this?
It was fucking funny. Have you ever seen the documentary about how they make it?
Yeah.
They got to the point where they wanted to be so relevant that they make every episode in a week.
Yep.
So that they can hit topics and shit that happen.
Which is
right
cool.
then.
And they still do that. It's to date, right?
Yeah.
For the most
That's
part, yeah.
production.
It is.
I mean, that's when they used construction paper at one
Yeah,
point.
from early on. I
Yeah.
mean, now a lot of it's digital. They can just recreate and do stuff pretty quickly. But
Yeah.
I
No,
mean,
but
yeah, they'll
that's-
take topics that happened yesterday and
That's
talk
pretty
about
cool
it
how
on
they do that.
Friday. Yeah.
It's one
That
of-
is sweet.
I think it's one of the greatest shows.
Oh, yes. I mean, 300 and some episodes. It
And
has
still-
to be
it's
one of
still
the greatest
rolling.
shows ever.
I've seen more.
He don't
See,
like
more
it.
what?
He,
You don't-
Chris is the
Shows
kind of
with
hater.
more episodes.
he's a hater. He's a hater because he
Do
really
you watch South Park?
No, he won't. He'll never watch it because of one
Let
character.
him in.
I really hate
What
Eric
is-
Cartman.
Why?
Okay, but you're supposed to hate Eric.
Yeah, but Chris is he hates it so much. He's like, I can't even stand watching it. I hate this character so much. It's like
Chris, he leaves the room if we're watching it
Yes.
Chris
with
is
his
weird.
nose in the air.
I'm too good for this.
I'm gonna go get me some Popeyes.
You're supposed to
But
hate
do you
him.
like
He's
get
the
offended by
antagonist.
what he says, or
Everything.
like
Because Marcos will constantly say it all again to piss me off.
he's your brother? That's what he's supposed to do.
Yeah. So, okay, Hysteria.
It's where the
I don't
darkness is alive.
I don't remember that.
I don't know. They got an American flag floating in the picture. The Powerpuff Girls. We did say that.
Great.
Courage. Cowardly.
Such a
Dog.
weird
also-
show.
Courage
It was
also
scary.
has some stuff.
Legitimately
Such a weird
scary.
fucking show.
Legitimately scary. Their animation style and certain characters are just like, whoa.
People that like Courage are weird.
They are.
Yeah.
I like it, but
When this cartoon used to come on, I used this next one I used to think of Raul, Rick, and Jose. It was called Ed, and Eddie.
Oh yes, I remember that.
Right, man.
wait, what year? Is that like 99?
Which one?
Ed and Eddie?
Ed and Eddie from 99 to
Yeah, okay, I was
2008,
like, I know that
77 episodes.
Yeah, it's not.
They had a nice run. SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yeah.
Still going.
Cult classic.
Someone out there claims that it's the best cartoon ever made. John, I don't know about that.
Have you seen the comments about SpongeBob and Patrick maybe having a relationship?
No, are you serious?
Oh God,
They
That's
are in
everything.
some precarious situations when
By
you
just
watch
watching
that
these
back,
episodes
guys.
and-
Yeah.
You mean like back then, or like in some stuff now?
back then,
Really?
guys? They're in some.
It's okay.
They're in some scenarios.
You mean
I'm
the
just
one,
saying.
the one where they have a baby together?
I felt like some of them episodes just made absolute zero sense.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and I think that's why people liked it because like
Because of
You can clearly see
just-
where the show transitions from being like, this was such iconic to like, what am I watching now?
you're just making episodes to make episodes.
Yeah, it
I
is.
think-
It went from a more adult.
So imagine if we all just sat together and we watched the whole episode and then we
We
said,
ha-
"What'd you guys think?"
We have we have the first 100 episodes, and that's when they say is when the original creator and writers. That's when they left the show, and it just totally changed the entire vibes. Because he used to have some of the smartest jokes in it, like the early seasons. There's some clever jokes in there that go over your head as a kid.
I think what they were
Which is
doing
good.
though was they were trying to write to entertain the parents and the kids.
I like
you know
that.
what I mean?
I
So
think
like
they should do
it can
that.
be consumed by anybody.
Yeah.
That's not easy.
It's
So
not.
I do
No.
have a story that I kind of recall. Christian was little, and somehow he busted out with Christian.
Chris.
Yes, that one.
Oh, okay.
That one.
Something about a contract, writing up a contract. I was like, "What do you know about a contract?" SpongeBob SquarePants. I was like, "What?" So yeah, he was picking up stuff from SpongeBob.
I don't
where he went
remember
wrong.
this.
So
That's where he went wrong.
So SpongeBob puts you in law.
Yeah.
I'm not hearing the downsides.
So then I'd have to say the Simpsons were they
No,
were
they're
80s.
89. Yeah.
But they're still rolling. They're still
Oh,
going.
God.
What about Ninja Turtles? Didn't their first cartoon start
80s.
around?
80s.
That was in the 80s.
80s,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. That's right. So yeah,
The movies, however, the live
Yep,
action,
92 or something like that was the first
fantastic
live
movies.
action.
Then Scooby Doo as well was also in the 80s?
Yes.
Oh,
It was the
Scooby Doo's the
70s.
60s.
60s,
Yeah,
so, yeah.
Scooby Doo's
Yeah.
long.
That explains that they were hippies. You ever see what they wear?
They were.
Well,
they-
I
they
mean,
were
I've
legitimate
seen the
hippies.
Mystery Machine.
and the
wonder
van.
why they
yeah,
were-
the
why they
van.
had
The
munchies
van
all
tells
the
it all.
time.
The van, the snacks they
had
were always
munchies
eating, the
24/7.
munchies. Yeah.
They were
Smoke
free- they
coming
were
out of
free
there.
love. Love it, Chris. They were
What's
just-
wrong with the ascot? Let's not hate on the ascot.
Wait, who's the ascot?
No, Fred's ascot.
Who's
It's a little
Scott?
orange
And why would you
puff.
ask him?
The little orange puff that he wears. It's an ascot.
Oh, the ass
Fascinating.
face.
Chris,
The ascot.
they were in the free loving time, man. They were kids driving around the country in a van solving mysteries.
Yeah,
That's
solving
why,
mysteries. The van, when the van's parked, you see smoke coming out of it, and then when they go in there, they're actually cooking.
Who's
they
the
were
redhead?
grilling.
Is that
Daphne.
Daphne? That's why Fred and Daphne always paired up to go.
Yeah, and the Thelma was always left out.
Yeah, broke her glasses.
How many times did she break her glasses? Man?
Every episode, that
Every-
was her thing.
But yeah, that's why those guys had the munchies.
Hey, if Kaylee loses her glasses or needs me to find them, I'll be like, my glasses. My
Can't find my glasses. And you're just on your hands and knees, like doing a circle right there in place.
the videos that are out now about them, and then they're hilarious. They're funny.
That's awesome.
Let me see. 46, Batman Beyond.
Great series.
Yep.
The Rocket Power.
Yeah,
Rocket power.
ancient Hawaiians.
They're Hawaiians.
Did
No,
you say
but they're-
ancient?
Yeah, the ancient Hawaiians
Oh.
always had a saying.
Agent.
See, that's how I know you don't have
I
actual
didn't-
memories
I
of this
didn't-
shit, man.
It
Keep
was
moving.
Rocket
Keep
Powers.
it
I was never a big
moving.
fan of Rocket Powers.
Keep it
I was never a big
moving.
fan of Rocket Powers.
How about and then Family Guy.
Yeah.
Hang loose, Mark.
Big Loose, brother?
Family Guy.
Yeah, Family Guy's
Oh
dope.
yeah.
Dope, right? Still to this day,
No,
still
it's-
running.
It's running, but people hate it. Every once in a while, they'll have a good episode,
That's because
apparently.
everybody gets offended by everything.
True. Nowadays, yeah, everybody's getting offended. But and then Futurama.
I love
Yeah,
Futurama.
I remember
That was a
that.
good one.
Futurama.
Now that's an actual like literal smart show. Like they had science, like people who were like fields of science come in to help write those jokes.
Yeah.
Was that it? Was that the last? Was that 1999? The last one?
That was 1999. Yep. Not to now.
Wow.
Futurama. Interesting. But you know what? I wanted to go back to what we said about. I asked was Arthur's what's his name? Arthur's nationality. So there is a list of nationalities out there for these cartoon characters. So I'm gonna just throw you a name and
What
then you
website
guess.
did you get this off of?
Yeah,
Really?
Don't matter. Maybe I can. Okay,
cartoons
Bender. Bender from Futurama.
He's Mexican. He's Bender.
Okay, see, so you know, so some of these guys, but why? How do you
Because
know
it's in the show.
Because
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez. It's canonical. He was built.
I did not know that.
He was built in Mexico.
Bender Bendington Rodriguez.
Yeah. That's his whole.
Hey, he's a playable character in Fortnite. That's the only Mexican character. It's the only
So
one.
does he like break into cars and carry a
Oh, he's a-
switchblade? Does he wear a bandana?
He actually has done all
Okay,
those
there-
things.
Does he wear, like my nephew
There's
said over here, does he
people
wear
Bender
gold
that
chains
has
and have a
a
goatee?
little
Yeah, he's
goatee
actually
there.
done
All right.
everything you just said. He has done at one point or another in the show.
Actual switchblade. Yeah.
Okay.
awesome.
You guys familiar with the Pink Panther?
Yeah, sure.
What do you think? What nationality do you think?
French?
French?
Yeah.
He is? Nope. He's American.
American.
SpongeBob.
American?
No, he's Australian.
Caribbean.
He's Polynesian.
Polynesian.
Yeah. Luca.
Luca.
What was that from?
Luca.
It was a.
Luca was a movie that
He
came
was
out just
Spanish.
after
Yeah.
the fish.
Yeah.
He's like Spanish.
Yeah,
or
he's
something.
They were off
He's-
the coast of Spain.
He's
Yeah, of course.
he's
Spain.
Latin Italian. Okay, Peter Griffin,
American.
Irish. He's Irish.
Irish American.
Well, he has some Chinese in him too.
He does. There's good throwaway,
Is
Chris.
it a
Good
friend of
throwaway.
his?
That's not a nationality, though.
Good memory.
How about Goofy from Disney?
Goofy's black.
Nope. Is
Yes,
he
he
a
is.
cow? Is he a
Yes.
cow or is he a dog?
Goofy's a dog.
Speaking of
Jezebel.
Dog.
He's a dog.
He's a cow.
He's a
dog.
cow.
No, Goofy is a dog who is dating a cow, Jezebel.
So if Goofy is a dog, then
So what does that
Pluto
make his
is what?
son?
A dog or dog?
Well, his dog is
He's
a
a
son.
dog.
Yeah.
A stupider dog.
Well, hold on, wait.
Wait, so Goofy's a smart dog because he can stand up on all fours and talk, and Pluto can't.
Yeah. Wait,
Pluto
no.
needs to be fed. Yeah, what do you mean?
Goofy's
Have you
black.
ever seen him eat?
Hey man, Goofy's black though.
I've never seen him.
I will stand on that. Atlanta proved it, and it's one of the
He is
greatest.
actually Egyptian immigrants.
No, he's not.
What?
He's a dog.
Who comes up with this
Fuck
stuff?
are you talking about?
How about Yogi Bear? You guys know.
A Canadian,
Hey there, boo-boo.
American.
Hey there, boo boo. You like that?
He's
You
a
like that?
Canadian.
I guess Canadian.
No, he's American.
Okay, the Yellowstone.
Patrick Starr.
Australian.
He's right there with SpongeBob.
If he's in the same town,
Yeah.
he's got
He's
to be.
Filipino American.
What?
You can see it in the
Why
eyes.
does- Oh my god.
Oh my lord. Who comes up with this
Squidward.
French.
He's Marshallese.
stuff?
What is
What
this?
are these
I don't even know what that
nationalities
is.
for SpongeBob?
How about Naturo? Naratu. Wait,
Naruto.
Naruto.
He's Japanese.
Good. Oh, good.
He's an anime dad.
Anime.
Oh, okay.
At first, I thought he was trying to say Nosferatu.
How about you guys familiar with Popeye?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a sailor.
He's a sailor.
Is he some kind of Austrian?
Chris, give yourself a bell. He is.
Have you seen
His
the
ethnicity
jokes?
is sailor.
The
He's a seaman.
Family Guy joke. His arms, they're actually tumors, and he's like gonna die. Like that's not normal.
He's talking to him.
fucked up.
He's like, yeah, skip. He goes,
You're
"That's-
having a
that's-
stroke.
That speech impediment. that
Hold
one-
on, that's
that-
my favorite cartoon character. You guys leave me alone.
He goes.
That's
that,
your favorite cartoon character?
Yeah, Popeye. Yeah.
He goes that closed eye and speech impediment. You had a stroke about 7 years ago. Skip.
Oh man, he's Norwegian.
Norwegian.
Norwegian. Yeah. Baymax.
Asian. He's Asian. He's some kind of Asian.
Yeah.
He's San Fran, Tokyo.
San Francisco.
San Fran, Tokyo. Lilo from Lilo and Stitch.
She's Hawaiian.
Ching, give yourself a bell.
She's
Hercules.
a rocketeer.
Hercules.
Greek.
Hercules.
I think he's a god. So
He is actually
agree with
Greece.
A Greece god? A Greek god?
Oh, you Tigger.
Tigger.
Man, you said
British?
it
Winnie the Pooh and Tigger.
British?
Well, he is the only one.
he's
so.
from the South.
He's Thai, Chinese, Dutch.
Chinese.
He's a mixture of all this.
How would he be from the South? I kind of curious what the.
You guys familiar with Sebastian the Crab?
He's Jamaican. He's Jamaican.
He's Trinidadian.
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 Sure.
Cruella de Vil.
French.
I don't know. Maybe
English. No, she's
DeVille?
English. She's
Yeah.
English. She's
I
English.
can see DeVille being French.
Where's all them designers from that designs dresses and stuff?
She's English.
She's
Based on her,
British.
I would
British.
guess
Yeah,
British.
see, it's
Yeah.
British English. Yeah, it takes place in England.
Yeah. How about Scar?
African.
African.
Zimbabwe.
Okay. Zulu. He's Wakandan.
Oh God.
What's that say? Is it
Ishualan?
Ishualan? Is that even?
Ishualan?
I have no idea.
People
what
are
that
making
is.
up shit. Jerry, the mouse from Tom and Jerry.
Dude, he's
He's
American.
American.
He's American.
Mulan,
Chinese?
Chinese.
China.
Chinese. Correctamundo. Rick Sanchez.
American.
He's American. Sanchez.
Sanchez. Shout out to little Anthony Sanchez. Hispanic American. Johnny Bravo.
There's no way to know that,
American.
though.
American.
He's a Filipino American.
Filipino American.
You
You
see
know
it in
what?
the
I've seen some-
eyes.
Like,
He wears sunglasses all the time.
look at Jose. What the fuck? Jose coming at him.
Party mama.
Oh,
Superman.
man.
Ooh, you guys won't get this one.
He's an illegal.
Kryptonian?
He's illegal.
I mean,
The
do
guy
you
that
want to
plays
go
him
by
from
his
like
planet
British, isn't he?
or where he was raised?
Well, yeah.
He's Kryptonian.
He's Kryptonian.
Yes!
He's Kryptonian American. Kryptonian
He's
American.
Kryptonian. Yes, he is.
He's from Kansas.
Yeah. Remember how cool that was when he was wearing
Dude, that was badass when he
Right.
had that royal shirt on.
Man, I was like, yep.
That was one of my favorite parts of that movie.
And Man of Steel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
And they ask him something, right? And he says,
Yeah, he goes, I'm from Kansas.
Yeah,
That's as American as it gets,
Yeah,
or
that's
something
right.
like
So
Yeah.
that.
that was a 3. He was. So
That's
like
badass.
that, and also he was watching a KU basketball game.
Oh, that's right.
Football
Yeah.
game.
Football game.
It's KU football game.
Yeah, it was a football game.
Yeah.
Scooby Doo.
A Great Dane. So, what word Great Dane?
I don't know.
American.
American. Yeah, because they used to use Great Danes as like farm dogs and stuff to pull
Really?
wagons and stuff.
Damn.
Wagons?
Like
Wagons?
little wagons, like the wagons you pull.
Like wheelbarrow.
Like
Oh,
wheelbarrow.
okay.
Not like
I thought the ox-
horses.
I thought the ox were pulling.
Not
it.
like
no,
horses,
no,
but
no.
like wheelbarrow wagons. Yeah.
Yeah.
And last but not least, Peter Pan.
He's Neverlandian. Some kind of British.
Yeah.
I would guess British.
Yeah, he's from the UK.
Yeah. Because remember in the cartoon, the bell tower or whatever.
Yeah,
that was
the
like,
London
Like, yeah.
Big Ben.
Yep.
That's where
Yeah.
they fly past. Yeah.
Yep.
The UK, University of Kansas. Anyway, let's get on to the next. David, the NFL rules. Are you familiar with the new NFL rules? I have a whole list of them,
NFL
but we'll
does
just go
rule.
through a couple of them.
Yeah. I mean, I follow the NFL all the time. Huge
Yeah.
Chiefs fan, obviously. But
So-
the kickoff rule, I think, will
Yeah.
be kind of interesting.
I know, right? Yeah,
'Cause,
you guys.
I mean-
have you guys familiar with the kickoff rule?
There's
No,
several
explain it
different
to me.
there's several different ways people can approach that. I think so. I think
Yeah, so that's one of the rules I wanted. I have two rules I wanted to talk about: the kickoff rule, and so you coach football too, right?
Yeah, I coach Jets football. So with my kids, I spend so much time with Cruz on baseball. I've kind of committed to coaching Jet in football. That way, I can still have that father son relationship with the boys. So
Yeah. What's the name of the football team?
we actually just play through the school. So we're the
Oh,
Mill
okay,
Valley
so whatever.
Jacks.
Okay,
We'll be
the
fifth
Jags.
grade tackle this year. So.
Cool. You looking forward to that?
Oh yeah, I love football. I actually probably enjoy coaching football more because I love football so much, but I know so much more about baseball, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I love coaching baseball too, but I think football is just a different atmosphere because I mean, if you're not tough,
Yeah.
that's all there is to it.
So look, okay. So the rules of the kickoff will it's going to take some getting used to, right? The kickoff team will kick off from its own 35-yard line.
Yep.
Okay, we can envision that. 10 members of the kickoff team will line up on the receiving team's 40-yard line, 25 yards in front of the kicker. So they're actually all going to line up.
Yes.
So they're actually taking the rules from
the
XFL?
XFL, UFL, or something.
From The Rock.
Yeah.
a
From Dwayne
minimum
Johnson.
of 9 players of the receiving team will line up between their own 30 and 35-yard lines.
Yes.
The receiving team can have 0, 1, or 2 players inside their own 30-yard line to receive the kickoff. So I think no matter,
0. That'd be dangerous.
yeah, so,
And they can't. And nobody can move until the guy catches the ball, I believe.
Whoa. Oh, even on the kicking team?
all right. So they're all going to
they
stand
all
there.
stay there
So
5
they're all-
yards apart.
So
Yes.
so they're lined up 5 yards apart from
Yes.
each other.
Everyone's just going cold.
So you got who? You got
Yes.
this person. You got that person.
And I don't
Right.
think anybody can leave until they catch
So the
it.
kickoff is kicked. So everybody's just going to go watch the ball till it hits the receiver.
Yeah.
And as soon as it hits the receiver, then everybody's got to turn around. No, there's got to be a.
I bet they're going to
No,
be down in a
I-
track stance.
No,
like,
they all-
ready to go.
I'm
Who's
pretty-
that? The defending team.
Everybody?
The defending team is kicking. It's
Because
gonna
the
be-
receiving team's going to have to stand there.
I think both of them have to stand there and they have to look at each other. And when the ball is kicked, I don't think they can move until the receiver or until the kick returner catches the ball.
So we're essentially erasing the ability for some kind of spectacular.
Surprise onside kick.
Exactly. That's like one of the.
You know
And
what?
you know, you
so
remember
that next
the-
rule is cut in half. I can't even.
Remember so you remember the Super Bowl when the Saints played the Colts? I think in 09.
09, yeah, when they
When
won.
they came out of the halftime and they kicked the surprise onside kick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that was one of the reasons they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like, but so you're taking away that whole aspect of the game.
Like those.
Because
the
it's
one
all-
in the millions. I mean, that's what makes the game a
yes,
game.
and it's all because of safety and everything, which I
Right.
get. But I mean, those guys make plenty of money.
Yeah.
I feel like they don't want people using their body as a dart.
So they've done away with
When
spearing.
you get 60 yards of full sprint to jump at somebody with the ball,
But I mean, that's what you get paid
Jeez,
to
I
do.
can't read this.
Either we'll
they
see.
don't all get paid the millions.
No, but
especially
I'm-
special teams.
I mean,
I would say
even.
especially special
I
teams.
mean, what's the league minimum now? Probably 750,000.
Yeah, it's got to be.
I mean, 2 years
Close to
that's over
8.
$1 million.
So we're taking
Look,
away.
Mark, let's try to read this next line.
Before.
Before the goal line, something before the goal line is returned from the end zone. That's when players can begin moving.
I'm guessing yard line.
Yard line before.
Yard line before the goal line. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. It's,
Like,
like I said, I don't know why they fucking cut off.
Either
the half
two
the-
things are gonna happen. Either this is gonna be like I could either imagine somehow they're gonna eventually figure out where like every kick or like the way they do it is gonna eventually have a perfect formation that just returns all day.
Well, yeah. I mean, and then you stick. I mean, think about like the Dolphins could just put Tyreek Hill back there.
Yeah.
And if those guys are literally standing
and in
there
one on one, if
till he
whoever's going
catches
straight
the
up
ball,
block, yeah,
like,
I mean, he's got all the momentum on
and then
him.
I think if you kick a touchback, I think it goes to like the 35 now or 30
Instead of the
instead of the 25.
Yeah.
So I think it's I don't know.
So
It's all about scoring.
yeah,
That's all it's
so
about.
like you said,
which is kind of crazy because I mean, there's a lot of teams
So then
scoring
a lo-
high numbers.
a lot of teams,
And then the teams that always win are the ones that have good defenses.
Yeah.
Just like the Chiefs last year. They
Yeah.
actually had a very good defense last year.
they had a good defense, but nobody really talked about it, which is good. I
Yes.
always said that. Don't talk about the defense. They
Yeah.
worry about the offense too much.
So the best stats I could find was from 2018, and in an entire season of football, including the playoffs, there were only 52 onside kicks, and only 4 were successful.
Right.
We might be hyping up the onside kick a
No,
little bit
he's-
more than we
he's-
think.
But he's
There-
talking about the surprise
There's-
onside kick.
I know that happens even less. That's what I'm
that's
saying.
just so storybook. That's
Okay,
what you
so listen
remember
to this
from
fact.
those games.
But
you
even
know,
if
like-
you can still kick an onside kick, but you have to tell the opposing team that you're going to do it.
yeah.
But I
So
mean,
you
he's
gotta be
talking
better
about
than
the
that.
surprise onside
Yeah.
kick.
So they said, why did the NFL change the kickoff rule? Last season marked the lowest kickoff return rate in the NFL history. So last season, according to the league. So the main goal was with a revamped kickoff procedure, was to encourage more kick returns
Damn, I called it.
while keeping the play safe.
So it sounds like they didn't want to return the balls.
Well, nobody was returning them.
That's because you can just kick them out of the back of the end zone.
Yeah. So now
So
if you
then on the
okay, so
kickers.
here we go. Look, yeah. So
Tell the kickers why don't
So any
why can't
kick-
they
any
stand
kick-
back
so
another 5 yards. I
any
mean,
kick that hits the landing zone must be returned. So wherever, yeah, it has to be returned, right?
Whoa, you can't.
Any
you
kick that
can't-
bounces from the landing zone into the end zone must be returned or kneeled for a touchback, and then they'll put it on the 20-yard line.
So you can't just let
Well,
it go into the
I
end zone?
think they can take a knee inside the
The-
out of the end
landing
zone, and it'll go in the knee. But I'm pretty sure if they kick it in the end zone, it comes like
So let's
something
see.
crazy.
If a kick doesn't reach the landing zone, the receiving team gets possession at its 40-yard line.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
that's crazy.
yeah,
I mean, that's what 20 yards you're in field goal range.
already right.
That's 2 first downs.
Yeah.
Shit, that's 10 yards. There's dudes out here kicking.
I mean,
50s,
yeah, nowadays.
Yeah.
60s, yeah.
If the ball enters the end zone in the air, the receiving team can return it or kneel it, and it'll be placed on the 30-yard line.
Yeah, see,
I gotta watch the XFL. I gotta see this in
I
action
know.
again because I don't remember how they.
If the
did
ball
it.
is kicked out of bounds, the receiving team gets possession at its 40-yard line too. So they're all going to have to try to.
it's all about scoring.
Yeah.
But see,
there are no fair catches anymore.
Okay.
No fair catches. Onside kicks are only permitted in the fourth quarter, and
Okay.
must be declared to officials.
Okay, so still maybe changing some game, the excitement.
Yeah. So it's good. Yeah, it's gonna be really interesting.
Yeah.
And then so now the special teams coaches are like, all right, who are we gonna put out there?
Yeah. I mean,
It's so like you said, are they really? Would the Dolphins really put Tyreek Hill back there?
I mean,
Maybe
No.
if they're down, or maybe if
mean,
because there's
In a
going to
crunch
be
time,
there
sure,
will be a
maybe.
lot of there
Yeah.
will be a lot of receivers. They're the ones
They're gonna make them
that are going to
into-
say, "Let me.
Ooh,
I
I
want to
wanna-
go back there." And,
I mean, it's like a punt that nobody's running at you. Pretty much.
right. Exactly. Yeah.
You don't.
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah, so-
I don't know.
I don't know. It's yeah. I think it's going to be crazy.
But I mean, I think like the UFL or whatever, I think like kickers been like make a lot of tackles. So I mean, that puts the kickers at risk. And I mean, none of them.
Shit,
I mean,
Pat McAfee was laying dudes.
Yeah, but I mean,
there's been some.
do you
good
think
kickers out there
Justin
that would-
Tucker or freaking Harrison Bucker or any of those guys going
Would
to
wanna
tackle
make a
somebody?
tackle?
No.
Right. No, you're
But see,
right.
I mean, that also plays in the Chiefs' favor because they can put Reed.
Oh, to kick.
He's a safety because he
Right.
kicked a couple PATs for us last year. I mean,
True. Yeah.
but I mean, I don't know. It's too hard to predict. I guess
Yeah.
you're just gonna have to see it.
It's going to be
and let
interesting.
It play out.
So I guess we'll see it during the preseason.
Yeah,
Yeah. Did they change the preseason rules? I mean, not rules, but games.
they still have 3, I think.
I remember at one time somebody had mentioned that they should just get rid of them completely
And just start the season
and just
early.
start the season. Yeah,
Yeah,
because then you got guys getting hurt, and then it's okay. Fuck it, just get hurt in a real game.
yeah.
Yeah,
But it gives the teams opportunity to see
the talent that's
players
out there.
that they have that not necessarily are high on their radar.
Right.
You know what that means? How many guys? I mean, Tony Romo was undrafted.
True.
Like Kurt Warner, guys like that that's gone on to be Hall of Fame. I mean, it gives them opportunities that if you're not a high pick, you still have a chance.
Or it's a
that-
good send off.
You like
Yeah,
It's
or
those
or
dudes
that.
they're about to get cut and just go and playing
Do
their
you-
hearts out.
Yeah,
Are-
but then that's something you can tell your kids, like, "Hey, I played for an NFL team." Like,
yeah.
I mean, that's
Are-
cool.
Are you a Tony Romo fan when it comes to listening to him do the
During
games,
Chiefs games.
commentate? What's the word?
Commentator.
Commentate.
Just a commentate.
He's the wizard.
Yes, I
Color.
Are you a fan?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Because he
Color
because he
commentator.
gives you a
Oh.
better perspective of the
He-
game, or
Well, I think like, especially guys like that. I think when they speak football and they put it in terms to where normal people
The
can
common
understand.
man can understand.
Yes,
yeah,
because like if you haven't played a high level of football or have coached a high level of football, you may not understand some of the terminology that those guys use. I mean, have you ever seen that like Netflix documentary where they're calling plays and you're just like,
What did they just say?
It's like
I know it's a total.
It's like speaking
different-
Spanish. I'm like,
different
what?
language. No, I understand.
You know what I mean?
understand Spanish. So I'll be okay with
But you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I don't, but I mean, I just like those guys that can break it down to where the normal human can understand,
Yeah.
like the normal football fan. Because I mean, a lot of football fans, honestly, I mean, probably 60% of them probably have not played football. I'd
Yeah.
say, I mean that's just a random number, but
Yeah.
You know, I think that'd be kind of dope if they switch up the language so like an entire offensive scheme is in Spanish. Just
Oh,
to
God.
oh my God, that'd be kind of cool.
that would be awesome.
That would be so awesome. Just another layer of
Yes.
confusion. Oh man, that'd be
Then you
sweet.
can call
You know
audibles
what?
in Spanish to your whole team.
Yeah, I think that'd be that'd bring in more of the crowd because I love the commentators who do football games in Spanish have way more hype than
Energy,
Yeah,
yes.
they have so much energy.
That's in any sport.
Yes.
Hell, even if you listen to them on the radio, when they announce their radio station, es la cosa Radio Mexicana.
There's a lot of artists out there.
It's
It's
just,
high energy,
yeah, it is.
and it makes everybody else in a better mood. Honestly,
Speaking of Spanish,
Mahomes.
speaking of Spanish, did you guys ever wish you knew Spanish?
What?
No.
Oh yeah, of course I wish I knew Spanish.
Yes.
Everybody did.
Yes.
100%.
Chris?
God,
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
fun-
you don't care, Jose?
No.
you don't care?
There's not much in my daily life
Fair enough.
or in my last, let's say, 5 years that I would have benefited from knowing Spanish.
That's a good point.
Maybe that's just
Well-
what I do daily. Maybe that's
ahead, hit that.
where I live. But
Damn,
like,
I wish Jose was on. I mean, like, he's spitting facts over there.
Yes, he is.
there might be like small, tiny scenarios, or
Yeah.
maybe like
Like a scenario
really
like
fun
that.
song,
if you go to
but
Home
like-
Depot and
See, and that's where it's different for me.
Home
I'm
Depot.
in the construction world.
Oh, you got people working with you
So,
that speak Spanish. Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
Are
I mean,
you-
for me, so I'm union, so I mean, normally I don't have a lot of guys that speak Spanish,
Right.
but like for a construction world, like if I knew how to speak Spanish, I can have my own company,
Right.
Get people to work for me, you know.
So
Yeah.
what's that, David? Take classes,
You know,
dude. You know it, you know exactly what it would take to run a.
and you know what's funny though too is like my dad's always like,
Just hire interpreters.
my dad's always like, you should have learned Spanish and blah blah blah. I'm like,
Go fuck it. You should have taught us.
it's your fault.
You should have taught us.
God damn it! That would see.
It is 100% your fault why he doesn't know Spanish.
It is 100.
Because you could have been speaking to him in Spanish when he was a kid.
We did. He wouldn't listen. He didn't understand
He
it.
probably
so we
didn't
had-
listen in English either.
Now it's funny you're talking about the construction because we got into this whole thing. So we were building a fence like a couple weekends ago. And
Did you just say we?
we? I
Did you
helped.
seriously just say
yes,
we?
It was a we.
He was not a part of this. But go ahead.
Whatever.
He was watching?
Whatever. Anyways,
No, he didn't
we
even
got
watch.
me, him, and my older brother. We went for like 10 minutes because like my dad in construction, a lot of what like when it comes to Hispanics, and he was telling us is like when it comes to construction, if you don't know English or you use noises. You got to use some kind of like noise. So we sat there for like 15 minutes. Like we were all trying to make the noise of what we thought like a
Dad, do you have the?
yeah. It's like
No.
and then he's like like we were all making different noises.
you can't get that in Kansas anymore.
It's illegal. Yeah, those are illegal now. But I've done that where I worked irrigation.
So-
I learned that a lot of Hispanics do work, in noise. The boss tell
Hey,
you
can I
so.
tell you a funny story?
Please.
So when I go to work, I pass.
Gas.
I go down Frontage Road to 67th Street, and
Okay.
they're building a new car dealership right there.
Yeah.
And there's this same group of Hispanic people out there every morning on a construction team. And I was pulling up one day, and you see one guy just sticking out. He's got like designer jeans on and a like name brand T-shirt, and I was like, "Oh no." He didn't know how to dress, and he's gonna fuck those clothes up.
Mexican?
Yeah, it's just some Mexican. Probably his first day with this crew.
Yeah.
And I've seen him there every day for like the last 3 weeks, and just still nice clothes. Like he doesn't have any shit clothes, and he's just digging ditches and shit, getting them all fucked up. And I'm like, oh man,
Poor guy.
just go to Walmart,
Yeah,
buy
just-
some cheap
I
shit.
was like,
Like,
just
I
fucking
don't know,
drive by and just
man.
throw him a couple T-shirts or something.
But I'm like, nobody told him.
Dang.
Didn't know what he was getting into.
Yeah.
Yeah, I happened to see this video. I was telling the boys this. I saw this video of this guy. who runs a company, like you were saying, a white guy who runs a company, and they show videos of these guys explaining to him what, and the guy was like, yeah, in Spanish, he said, okay, I'm getting ready to put this window up. What do you think if I do this and that? He didn't understand any of it, right? But he's just kind of watching him point. And he said, all I did was just, okay, but. and the guy was like, perfecto. And that's he knew exactly what he was saying. He said, that's all I have to do is just. Oh, yeah. Yep, and that's all. And you just do that, and they knew exactly what they're talking about.
That's hilarious. It's
like
like
learn that language.
It's like a Tom and Jerry cartoon. There's no voices. It's just all noises.
like Zay, you've watched
No
It's Always
voices,
Sunny in
all
Philadelphia,
noises.
right?
Yeah.
So when they're stuck in the cruise ship and they're arguing about like the sound that the engine of a cruise ship makes, and they're like, go, 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 go. No, woo, woo, woo. They're all just making. They're like, all right, well, we've cut our argument down to 4 hours, so that was great by us. They're all just doing noises.
Hey, there's another funny part of that episode where so they're all heavy alcoholics in this show.
Have you seen this?
It's
David?
Always
Have you
Sunny in
seen it?
Philadelphia.
Oh
You
man,
should watch it.
It's a great show.
So they're all heavy alcoholics, and they go to breakfast one morning with a free buffet. And Charlie and them are like, and Frank are like, "What the hell is this?" Charlie goes,
Frank is Danny DeVito, right?
Yeah,
They
Danny
go,
DeVito, uh-huh.
"They've got a whole bar of mixers." And he goes, "That's orange juice, Charlie. That's orange juice."
He goes, they just drink it. He goes, yeah, they just drink that.
They just drink it like normal. Oh man.
It's such,
I'd
I'd highly
great show.
recommend it. Very great show.
All right, we've got to the two force favoritos. You know what favoritos means, right? You can just see what it says.
Yeah.
All right, this is what we want to know, David. What are David's favorites? What is your favorite cereal?
My favorite cereal?
Because I know you have a bowl of cereal before you go to bed, right?
Yeah. No, I mean, sometimes. I really love Cookie Crisp.
Yeah.
Yes.
They still make that
Yes.
with
I
the
got,
wolf.
I got.
Yep.
Damn.
I love it.
I have
I
a
really
quick-
love.
I have a
I
story
love
about that.
honeycombs too.
Oh yeah.
Like those two are probably top.
So, do you have a box? Do you have a box of either one of those in your house right now?
I think the honeycombs just ran out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But okay, so it's one of your favorite cereals. But then when the kids, I mean, I'm sure you share with the kids, right?
Oh yeah, and my 14.
But was there ever-
Cruz is bigger than me, and he eats more than me. So
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah. So
That's- You're like, damn it, that's my cereal.
yeah, I mean, you know how it is when you have boys.
Yes.
You buy something,
Yeah.
and then I did it to my dad, like
True.
growing up.
Yeah.
He'd buy like some Oreos or something.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, I love these things,"
And
and then
then
me
you
and my
get-
brother find them. And we're like, they're all gone.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of like a payback.
Yeah. Jose, did you guys ever do that to your dad?
No, my dad's not a cereal person.
Well, how about any other kind of food? Was there something that
Cookies.
something that he liked, like there was a cookies or a bag of chips, a bag of Doritos, something that he liked, but you guys maybe he told you guys do not touch these; they're mine. Anything like that?
So.
No?
I don't
You
think
don't
so.
recall anything like that? It's funny you brought up the Cookie Crisp. They've been around forever.
Oh yes.
So
I remember
late
that when I was little.
late 70s, early 80s when they had come out, I thought it was the coolest thing, seeing these commercials. Wow, cookies. They look like little cookies, right? And I had some. Oh, we bought a box. I didn't like them. But, oh, man, I got so much trouble that I literally had to eat them
Yeah.
because it was just one of those. I wanted them. They looked good, but I didn't like them. Anyway, favorite sport to watch?
Football.
NFL.
NFL.
How about college?
I watch a little bit of college football. I'm a huge KU fan, so
Okay.
I mean, I started watching college football more last year.
And
Because-
KU, KU was
'cause
on the
they-
uprise, yeah.
Like I've always watched KU, and then when they start off 1-5 and 1-6, I'm just like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
Kind of lose interest,
Yeah.
But then last year, I mean, yeah,
Is Bean coming back or was he
Jaden Daniels. He's there. Daniels is there. He's very injury prone, man. But when that dude is healthy, like he's
He's on point.
good.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
What grade is he in?
He'll be a senior.
Oh, okay.
And in that, and then, ironically, speaking of 24,
Yeah.
there's a corner at KU, Kobe Bryant,
Okay.
and
Oh shit.
he's a stud.
Yeah.
I was surprised that he stayed for another year. I think he could have been a first-round draft pick last year.
Really?
Yeah.
So you think if he stays healthy this year, he
he's
could?
like, oh yeah. I think he should be top 2 corner off the board going into.
Did he
the
have
NFL
good
draft.
numbers last year?
Oh yes, he's phenomenal. And like, just I don't know. It's like I watch so much football. When you just watch somebody on,
You could just
like you just know, like
Yeah.
he's elite. Just like
Yeah.
back in high school. Like I don't know if you remember Daryl Stuckey.
Yeah.
One of my brother's best friends.
Yeah.
And like when I was a kid and I used to go watch him play high school football for Washington High School,
Yeah.
you just knew he was different. You just
Right.
know.
You
like,
you can
and
see
then
it.
like growing up, my brother played against Darren Sproles because he
Mhm.
went to Latham North. Like I watched games, just like he's
Really?
he's just different. Like
I didn't know he played against.
I think he
Sproles.
was a year or two older than him, but
Yeah.
like you just know, like those
Yeah.
guys, they're just different.
So like Marcus.
Especially around here.
Yeah,
But
Marcus.
like Texas, I mean, obviously Texas and Florida, I mean, you have kids all over like that, but like
Yeah.
around here, like you just know when someone's different.
Yeah, we saw that when watching Marcos. So Marcos' freshman year, playing against Olathe North, and they were a powerhouse,
Mhm.
and they had a few D1 scholars in there, and just you like you said, you just know.
Yes.
I saw Marcos get smashed by a D1 player.
Yes.
Marcos was what? You're a freshman at what age?
15.
15, 16.
Yeah.
They threw him in there because we're getting blown out. And then this D1 end, defensive end,
Just get smoked.
just
Yeah.
flatten Marcos. It was crazy.
Yeah, there's a kid right now, Jaden Woods, that goes to Mill Valley, and he's played defensive end, but like I remember he's a senior now. He actually just committed to Penn State,
Really?
but I remember when he was a sophomore and watching him play football, and and not a lot of people that pay attention to football don't watch the line of scrimmage.
Right.
I watch the line of scrimmage
Do you?
because that's where the game is won and lost.
right.
I will
Man, we've
believe-
seen it.
I
You've
will
seen it with
believe
your
that till the day that I die. And I was a quarterback in high school.
Mm.
I know, like that's where the game is won and lost, right there
Yeah.
with those big dudes.
Yeah.
Like, if it wasn't for those guys, Mahomes wouldn't be able to do the stuff he does.
Right.
Dak wouldn't be. None of those guys would be able to do the stuff they do. But
Yeah.
like, I just remember watching him his sophomore year, and I just started asking people, I'm like, who is that kid? And they're like, oh, that's Jaden Woods. I go, that kid's phenomenal.
Yeah.
He's one of the best high school football players I've ever watched.
Well,
Yes, and
keep an eye out.
Yeah.
Right. Keep an eye out.
yeah, he's good.
Man, what about what was your favorite sport? Oh, I guess you to coach and play.
My favorite sport to play was baseball, but
But-
I never really got into watching baseball a whole lot because honestly, I think baseball can get boring sometimes.
Yeah.
Especially like when you're just watching on TV, going through the motions. But it's like because like when you play so many games in a sport, I feel like sometimes certain games don't matter to those guys.
Yeah.
But it's like watching baseball in the postseason. Every single thing matters.
Yep.
And that's why so many more people watch playoff baseball.
Yeah.
Because every pitch matters, every batter matters, every out matters, everything is on the line. You walk a guy, 2-run home run, you might lose the game by 2 runs. Like,
Yeah.
everything matters. But like when they're in their 70th or 80th game, like if they lose, oh well, like it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, you're right.
And
That-
it kind of reminds me of like playoff baseball. Kind of reminds me of like little league baseball. When you get to bracket play on Sundays, everything matters.
Right.
You're not trying to go home. Like you're trying to win, and that's when people see the best baseball.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to win the game. So I mean, I don't know. But I can watch playoff baseball. I can watch playoff NBA
Really?
because but it's just when they play so many games, it's so hard to keep up with. For one,
Yeah, that's
and,
true.
And two, I mean, football, every game matters. Like
Yeah.
so That's why I think football's so.
Yeah, as far as like, I'm an NBA fan. I like watching the New York Knicks, but it was so hard to watch them. I mean, through the whole year because I can't find them on TV. You know, this and that. But of course, when the playoffs started and showing them in that, so the playoff, I haven't seen NBA playoff. I haven't had fun watching it like I did this past season.
Oh yeah, they had a great year.
Yeah.
Can we have a quick coaches react? I just got an alert that the new UCLA head coach started his first media day, and it was a disaster with one of the worst opening statements ever.
What was this?
I can send it to you if you want to play it real quick.
That's hilarious.
Just play it. Put it in the mic.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah. That's fun.
It's 1 minute long.
Okay.
Coach Foster, welcome to the Big Ten. We'll begin with your opening statement.
How you guys doing? I'm happy to be here. Glad to be a part of this great conference. Finally putting two great emblems together, UCLA and the Big Ten. We're a school that's won, 123 championships, so this fits us being right in this conference. Football-wise, we're just excited. You know, I'm sure you guys don't know too much about UCLA, but our football program, but we're in LA. It's us and USC. We I'm just basically excited, really. That's it.
Damn.
That was his opening statement.
That sucks.
Yeah, he got. Oh, everybody's pumped up now, right?
Oh my god.
Nerves get the best of you though sometimes, man. It's not like Dan. Remember Dan Campbell? Everybody's making fun of his opening statement.
Yeah.
I mean,
Damn, that's funny.
He lived by it.
True that, man. Who is your favorite superhero?
My favorite superhero? I don't know. I've had so many favorite superheroes. I'm a huge Spider-Man fan.
Yeah.
Marvel, probably Spider-Man. DC, I'd probably go. Batman. I'm a huge Batman fan too because
you see the Batman.
My dad was a huge Batman guy, but I also like Iron Man too.
Yeah.
I'd say Iron Man, Spider-Man. And that's why I thought it was so cool because Iron Man and Spider-Man were like my two favorites.
Yeah.
And then when they had the movie together, I was like, oh, sweet. This is awesome.
Right? Yeah.
So, and then Batman, I love Batman too because my dad was a huge Batman fan. My dad still has toys when he was like young, like in his closet that have never been opened.
That's dope.
Yes.
That's cool. That's cool to have.
And I actually
cool to have stuff like that.
I had a Tom.
How do you keep that away from you guys?
So
I had Star Wars figures that my kids pulled apart.
Funny story about that is I had a Tom Brady action figure that my parents bought me like in 2002 or 3 when he just after he's won his first or second Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And I had that through so many years, and 5 years ago, my nephew Miles opened it, and I still swear. And to this day, I will never forget that. And my dad felt so bad.
Did you say you never forgive him?
No, not for that.
Okay, I'm just kidding.
But my dad felt so bad as my dad bought a Mickey Mantle action figure a while ago.
Yeah.
And so he gave me that one because I had that Tom Brady one, and that Mickey Mantle one's still in my closet. But yeah, I had that Tom Brady one since I was a kid.
And it was in the package still.
It was in the package still, yes.
Yeah. Man.
Yep. It was so long ago, he still had... so in the action figure, do you remember when the NFL was Reebok?
Yeah.
It had Reebok shoes and the Reebok logo on the shirt. That's how long ago it was when I got that thing.
Damn.
And my nephew opened it.
You know, Jose, I don't know if you know this. So your grandma, your mom's mom, had a Coors can. Old Coors can, right? And I think it was her dad's, so great grandpa's. I mean, it was an old can, and I wasn't married yet, and I grabbed that can, and as a joke,
Oh.
to your grandma, I went like this, and I clicked it, and it said. I was like, oh shit, and I opened it. It was so. The can was so old, it was so flimsy,
So fragile.
that I just barely did that, and I can hear it. I was like, fuck, and I was like, I think I just opened it.
I fucked up.
And your grandma was so mad. I don't even know if your mom and Desan know this. I think this, but to this day, I still feel bad that I did that.
What the fuck were they gonna do with it?
I know it was just something that your grandma just had put away, and I just grabbed it.
I'm gonna grab a drink.
Oh, what do you need?
Oh, just whatever.
Yeah,
if you got any more.
Yeah, but yeah, I did that, and I was like, oh my god, I couldn't believe I did that. You know,
Yeah.
So like you said, you used to watching if you do that
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, it's heartbreaking, honestly.
I know. That's crazy. Favorite movie.
Favorite movie? My favorite movie of all time, I would honestly say probably Catch Me If You Can
Really?
with Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom
Yeah.
Hanks.
That's a good one.
Isn't that kind of like the movie Tag?
Nah,
That was like Catch Me If You Can.
nah.
Nothing. All right.
lot
No,
of
it's when he was fraud,
And maybe
stole money
grand
from.
larceny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, probably one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah.
I love that movie. And I Leonardo DiCaprio is awesome too.
Dude, what was
Wolf
the
of
one?
Wall Street.
Dude, I was just thinking. I was getting ready to ask, what was the name of that?
Hell yeah.
That's a great movie.
I love that.
That's dope.
The Great
He was
Gatsby.
also in
Yeah.
Django Unchained.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a really good performance.
Yes.
Is that the movie? Oh shit! What's his name? I can't think of his name, so I ain't gonna say it. That's cool. Genre of music?
Oh man, I like so much music. I don't really. I'm not.
Let me
Really-
guess. Country.
I like certain country.
Okay, so but that's not
Yes, not like a certain.
like if you turn your
genre.
truck on right now, what do you have on?
Oh, it's either Eminem or
Oh, okay.
Morgan Wallen. So I'm a big
Yeah, you can-
big music guy. I
No,
can
that's
listen to
cool.
anything. I can listen to Queen,
Oh, yeah.
Beatles. I mean, I grew up listening to Beatles and
Of
Eagles.
course, you listen to
So-
your dad and uncle sing
Yeah, so
Beatles music.
yeah. So I mean, I have a wide variety of music. I like meaningful music. I think in words, like like Eminem. A lot of people don't like him, but I mean, some of the stuff he says, it's real. It's real to him.
Right.
It's experiences he's been through. That's why I think the rap was so much better in like the 90s and the 2000s. Because those dudes were like actual gangsters talking about shit that they've been through and,
You mean there were?
Oh, what a hot take! Because somebody here says music was only good in the '80s.
but now, like, like Dr.
Oh.
Dre, Ice Cube, like all those dudes that were like in the 90s and 2000s. But
the
now,
late '80s.
But yeah, late 80s, I guess. NWA, all them guys.
Yeah.
But like now, like, I mean, I listen to some rap music that like Cruz listens to. I'm like, what in the actual fuck is this? Like, this is
it's
not
that
even
mumble rap.
It's not even music.
Oh, like that great bit that Joe Coy has. Did you listen to that?
No.
it's so crazy. And then it's just like random shit. Like the song doesn't even have a meaning to it.
All right.
Like they talk about one thing and one verse, and the next verse it's like talking about something totally different.
Yep. What's your take? Because this was a big topic on my last episode. But what was your take on the if you're familiar with the Drake and Kendrick Lamar?
I'm not really familiar
you didn't
about
get
that
into
stuff,
that?
and
No.
I don't.
I just learned about it.
Yeah.
So our last episode, I listened to
Yeah.
two guys. I listened to two guys just go at it the whole time.
I mean,
I felt like what's the
it's
moderator?
cool. It's
I felt
cool.
like
It's cool for rap because I mean, honestly, that's
Yeah.
probably how rap started.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
A lot of beef.
people talking shit, people battling each other. Like
yeah.
that's what it's all about.
So I guess I didn't get an answer. what would you say? Rap Eminem? I'll go with that.
Say 50
All right.
Cent, Eminem. I
Yeah,
used to
that's cool.
love 50 Cent. 50 Cent was one of my favorite
And
rappers.
didn't he make you want to just pump iron?
No.
No.
Well, and then they were making fun of the guy when he did the halftime show. They're like, he's $1 now. I'm like, Come on, man.
$1.50.
Everybody gets fat when they get older.
All right, last question. Favorite restaurant to dine in?
Favorite restaurant to dine in. My favorite restaurant is, man, I love food so much. I really love Avaludo's. Used to be Italian Delight.
Mm-hmm. So
Just
have you,
reopened it.
Avaludo's.
have
Yep.
you been to the new location?
Yep. Right there by.
How many times have you been there?
I've been there twice.
Okay.
Yep.
That's more than me.
Yep.
I haven't been there once yet.
And just reopened not too long
Yeah.
ago.
Is it like same menu still?
I don't
Yep.
know.
Yeah.
Is it really?
There's not enough room. There's not as much room to sit down anymore. But I mean, I think because where Italian Delight and Avaludo's used to be, they put the
Was
other
it?
place.
Yeah. Which we were there last weekend.
Yeah.
But isn't that wasn't it the old Bronx?
Yep.
But so Bronx had a lot of space to sit and eat. I thought. No?
I mean, they were like booths.
Yeah, maybe
But
what?
that's different
It's
than what
ki-
the
it's
10
ki-
booths?
Italian
Yeah,
Delight
different than
was.
when they had the
Those tables.
It's kind of laid out like a sub place. Like you have the glass and you order.
I see what
And
you're
then you
saying.
have the wall. Like a subway.
like a Subway.
Where you sit.
Mhm.
Like that's kind of what it's laid out like. So, I mean, I still love it. Stromboli.
That's
Can't
that's your
wrong.
go-to.
Oh yeah, I get 2 of them.
Nice.
Yeah.
Make a sandwich out of it.
What's funny is
put right in the middle?
I see people like cutting it up sometimes, and then I just pick it up and eat it.
Yeah.
Like I'll dip
When
it in
you-
my sauce.
When you guys eat a slice of pizza, do you curl it to a taco?
Depends how big it is.
Only if it's necessary.
Yes.
Yeah. If it's too big and
Yes, like
flimsy,
yeah,
more flimsy.
like big New York style pizza. Yeah, I'll fold it. But like pizza from like Papa John's or something, I just pick it up and eat it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, sweet. Well, we've come to the end. I appreciate you being here.
Yeah, for
I know
sure.
we set it up a while back, but I appreciate you being here, being patient with us.
Yeah, enjoy being here.
Let's go. Do you sit and watch or listen to the other episodes? Have you
I've
had a
listened
chance?
to a few of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I listened to one with my dad, and then
Yeah.
I think my Theo Mike.
No, I didn't have Michael in here. I had
There's
Tia
somebody-
Sue.
Yeah, there's somebody. Tia Sue.
Yeah, Tia Sue's in here. I like to bring in your Uncle Mike. Yep, bring him
Yeah.
in here. I sent him something once to see if he listened to it, and then I was going to ask him if he was ready to come in, but he never did
Yeah.
say anything to me. So,
Yeah, and I've always wanted to. I wanted to do this sooner, but sometimes I'm so.
I know, right?
You
Yeah,
caught
we
me at
did.
a-
We actually
You caught
planned
me
it.
at a great time though.
Yeah, right now.
Because baseball season just ended,
Mm-hmm.
and football doesn't start until August. So like, this is my like kind of like chill period for like 3 to 4 weeks, I guess you say.
And then the day it fell on was the 24th. So
Oh,
I
that's
know.
awesome. Makes it
I
even
knew,
better.
yeah, I knew you liked it. Yeah. But, all right. Well, yeah. Thanks for being here, man.
Yeah,
Appreciate-
thanks for
appreciate
having
you
me.
coming in.
Thank everybody.
Good luck. Good luck in the rest of the seasons that you'll be coaching.
Yep.
Yeah, I actually found something I wanted to play, but yeah, I'll play it for you in a little bit. I don't want. We don't have to put it. It's probably a couple minutes long.
I got you.
Sit and listen to. But all right, Mio, I appreciate you coming in, and yep, thank you so much.
Yep. Thank you.
Chris, we good?
Mm-hmm.
Are you awake back there?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Thanks for being here, Chris. Jose, thank you for being here. I appreciate
Yep.
it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. Thank you for. Well, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You want to fix your Quinn Concrete Construction?
Oh, come on! Did Marcos hit that?
Probably.
Yes.
Damn it, Marcos.
Hey.
There you
no.
go, Joe.
That was perfect.
Oh shit.
Just messed it up again.
Good.
There you go.
All right. Thank you, Zay. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching the Big Modcast. Until episode, shit, what episode was this, Jose?
106.
This is episode 106?
Yep.
All right. Till episode 107. Adios.
She's been riding around, riding